Alright, gonna start stream. It might be starting a little late though. So we'll see. It might just be us talking, which is pretty normal.
I'll disintegrate after that.
Disintegrate.
Oh,
Yeah,
What's that?
I'm on a timer.
Mm,
how dare you?
very Cinderella of you.
Yep. Eat me, pumpkin. Hold on. Let me get this thing right. All right. Oh, I pressed something. Okay, we're good. Did you get your new mech already?
Hot said I could have it. I don't know how we're gonna roleplay it out.
You ready to
stuff in.
root, toot, and shoot?
I'm ready to be out of range and just kind of chill. kind of does everything, and then it'll probably come towards me at one point, take a bunch of damage, and then just kill me.
Just don't try to run away from it and have
Good
it follow you
predictions.
into a neighborhood. Yeah. When it destroys you.
Oh no, I'm another guy that wants to be immobile.
Oh, good. We need more of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we sure do.
Hmm.
He told you about the new mech?
Yeah, I mentioned
A
it.
little bit, yeah.
Got like a giant 6-shooter. When reload
Oh,
and reloading.
I can't type right now. I'm too tired.
Reload, see. Any weapon. Next attack with living wep GF gains +1 d6 explosive DMG.
And then it has like must succeed or hull save or be knocked prone, but they can't be knocked prone, so.
We should get like a tripwire, like a gigantic steel cable tripwire to lead monsters to and have them fall. Wouldn't that be cool?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can knock prone stuff that isn't
I gotta see if I
big
remember what
boy.
I took last time.
Can knock.
Can knock.
Up in there, okay.
Can knock.
What'd you say? Sorry, you were?
I'm trying to remember what all we did, what I did last week as far as picking new stuff for my character.
Oh, right, yeah.
Mm.
Well, seems like you'll need to face yourself.
Yo, I'm back.
Hey, my Linkin Park joke went overhead.
Oh dang, what was it? Recap.
Something about like what he's done and
Oh, hold on,
he'll have to face
we'll rewind it,
himself.
man. I'm gonna have to remember what I did last week as far as like picking out new abilities for my guy.
What I've
Done. I'll face myself. Good. Where's the recap?
I thought you were doing that.
Wait for Itro.
Also that.
Lancer.
Oh, I took the second level of heavy gunner. That's what it was.
Last time. Wait, what? When was it?
waiting on Nitro.
Parco. No. Wait, what? No, that was.
We're
before.
waiting on Doug.
Yeah, I know.
Not listening in. He's not listening to him.
I think this is the beginning of the previous session. Okay.
Let
Might
me get
still
my
be biased.
journal.
But hey, get your numbers ready, boy. I'll be right back.
Sure. I was looking for him earlier. I don't think there's a list, but
Oh, and I took more hit points on my mech. That's what I did. Man, my mech is beefy now. 19 hit points.
Oh.
Oh, I figured out why. That's so funny. Hey,
Oh.
there's a reason why there aren't a lot of numbers right now.
There are?
Well, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but there's a reason.
Of course.
There's a reason to what?
What if they were like the score of like the baseball game or something this week? He's just reading the list down of the scores, but there's no games going on.
What is this Nat Geo symbol doing here?
Nat
Or
Geo.
is it History Channel? I don't know. I don't remember. Which one is this?
That was when people were experimenting to make their circle.
Sounds like they did a great job.
Yeah. Someone made a square. Ewok.
I don't know what you're talking about. It could be any yellow. I am sunflower. That's clearly goldenrod.
What is this?
That's where
Oh,
Graves
wait,
blew
yeah,
up.
yeah. It looked like a pile of goop.
King
From a distance.
Graves. Which one are you?
Ing.
Come on, bro. Why is it so hard?
I don't know.
Hey, I feel you. I got 2 NPCs in the game IDM that for some godforsaken reason I put in the same team and they got like basically the same name and I keep mistaking those two and it's awful.
But Graves like Gob and King like England.
Like
Nice.
England.
Nice.
Wow,
Good
great.
job.
Okay, I'll remember.
Well, that great comic book series called Kingsman, which is great. You should definitely not watch it ever.
Okay. I won't.
Oh, I watched the
Oh.
movie. It sucks.
Can I get like
But it's very
2
British.
D6s? Just put like permanently.
Look at this guy. Hey, I want one
Thanks,
too.
that's-
If he's gonna have 2.
Yeah,
I
if he
want
gets
special
two.
my own
You can-
dice.
You're welcome. Say thanks.
Oh wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Color
Yeah.
tint.
Take them on because he
Hey,
deleted
hey,
them
hey!
before he deleted them before I could get
Wait.
mine.
Yeah, hey,
Get
come
back.
on. Give me that back. I was
There's
color
2
tinting
more over here on the side of the board.
I'm doing art. How do I
Oh!
spin the
Oh yeah, dude, check this out. Let me find it. You know how you were making magic card things?
Are you, wait,
when we
you're
were playing
talking to me?
magic? Yeah, yeah.
I was never making magic cards, but okay.
No, like like designs and stuff. Look,
Structures.
go look at Maxine real quick. See
Okay.
Maxine?
Yeah. Is she gonna transform into a magic card? Wait, what is this? What? This looks like a Space Invaders kind of thing.
Ah.
It's a card bot.
Card?
Gotcha. You remember we were making a mech out of cards?
Oh!
That's just in tabletop.
Crazy.
Cool. I thought you made it.
No, it's just here.
Cool.
Oh, can I get a D6 that starts on 0? Can I get a D7 that starts on 0, actually?
What?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Well, it starts on 0 and it counts up to 6. I need something that starts at 0.
I thought
Why?
it started with 1 thing. I don't know why.
Come on, 7.
Ooh, 9.
Ooh, 9. 9's the point.
Yeah. He failed, by the way.
Oh, can I do that again? There we go. Nope, pick them both up.
Oh, oh, oh!
Come on, what is going on with that dice? What is happening?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
it's on the tilted
looking.
thing.
Great.
5. 5 does not win.
I was
But,
looking at cool ways to roll dice, and the hospital was one of them because
go
I
with
could
it.
just drop the die over here and it would slowly
I'm
trickle
trying to.
down.
Well, let me. There we go.
Got to reselect because you're holding onto it. Yeah.
Whee! Oh,
Ooh, 12 would be a crap out.
Yeah, called it. I win.
Yeah.
Give me my money.
I don't see no don't pass line.
I just did. I'm going bowling.
Look, I'm still reliving my craps glory days. Okay.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, that,
7.
7. No, wait, that's the first roll. That's a winner on the
Yeah.
on the
Oh,
come
right.
out.
Seven.
7.
Oh, see, look, I just won twice.
Listen here, hot hands.
7? What?
Come on, that's got to be rigged, right?
Yeah.
No way. There is no rigging.
10.
Yeah, 10
10.
that time. The point would be 10. That would not count
Did you throw them? Oh.
because they landed off the table. 5. Who bets on 5? Nobody covers 5. Degenerates cover 5.
For it.
6, that'd be a win.
Your
Get
win
outta
was
here.
10.
10, that's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's a win right there. That's like,
It's like an extra win.
yeah.
What are you doing? Why? I don't even use that.
What? That's how you play craps. I mean,
Kind of.
assuming
No,
you're
he's
covering the
stealing
field.
pieces from his table.
He was messing with my dice, so I sabotaged him.
You nerds and your color-coded dice.
Well, it makes sense.
Let me bring all my supplies.
My dice is the coolest.
Don't change it to
Don't act like
0.44
you
Magnum
don't
because
have
then
a giant dice bag somewhere on your bookshelf.
more than that.
Previously on Lancer.
Actress here.
Is he?
But we
Yeah.
don't know if he can hear.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm here.
He's here. He said
Previously.
Okay.
It's street, by the way.
Right. Yeah. I got the memo. Shall we?
Alright, cool.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be a good one either, because last time was like very grave centered. This time might be the same. I don't know. I don't remember
Oh,
what I
that's
wrote.
fine.
I'll rate you with this dice. We'll see if it goes up
Ah!
or down.
No, my car. Previously on Street, May 12th, we received a call from HQ to the conference room in the labs. There, Lieutenant Commander Morissette and Max from the R&D team received us, where Max started to babble about some theoretical mathematical mumbo-jumbo. I smiled and nodded the whole time, but I honestly had no idea what she was talking about. Max did say that we are setting up several beacons that will hold the portals open for probing and scanning its insides. That's promising but also scary, as it could pose a risk to the entire operation, street, and the world as a whole. Graves went to the gym for the first time ever. Oh yeah, since joining Street, and possibly for the first time ever. He got in contact with Hugo to find a discreet trainer to get him started without the shame of being seen, not knowing how anything works in a gym, especially given his position in the military. Soto went to the library to investigate Max's grandfather and his contributions to the theory Maxine was pondering about that day. I keep saying Max, but Maxine would be better because Max is the grandfather, isn't it? Anyway. Then came the portal and sunset, with all beacons already in place. A giant, elephant-like mammoth creature thing emerged from it, trampling away. Our fight had begun, with the final goal of securing the area and allowing the portal to remain open for studies. The elephant was a force of nature, thrashing around, stomping on everyone, and me included, and throwing King around like a rag doll with its trunk. It was a difficult fight, and the drones that went in the portal reported an apocalyptic amount of rifters running in our direction, and the portal itself couldn't be shut down due to some cable being cut for some reason. So our objective changed on the spot. We had to destroy the beacons in order to shut down the portal. Doug saved my ass from one huge attack using his mech's shield generators and whatnots. I don't know the details. He's an oddball, but a reliable one for sure. We eventually, why am I saying like that? We eventually managed to destroy the beacons and kill the elephant, but it was a dirty job. We managed to have no casualties with evac notices, but still. Soto was extremely close to the blast radius, and I still shot the apocalypse rail. Dung dung.
Dun, dun.
I think that's it, right?
Seems right.
No mention of
Yeah.
me. Great, love it.
Like I said.
Sweet, love it. Yeah.
Yeah, there was
And,
a lot of like Doug hug
Mhm.
stuff
King
going
was
on.
there too.
I think blue. Yeah, nothing happened over here at the other beacon.
Yeah.
It just went off on its own, right?
Yeah. So yeah. Additional details. Let's see. I feel like you covered most of it.
Why did my dice get big?
There was a lot of bullets going into the portal and around the portal occasionally.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yep.
So hey, what's
The
the
medical
it's
team
friendly
died.
fire?
I think.
No,
What
they
died?
didn't. No. The windows
Oh.
all got blown out and stuff.
Just half the
They
crew
have-
then.
They
Just
have
like in
not been
Grey's Anatomy.
assessed yet.
Yeah, they're all blind from glass shards in the hospital.
Yeah. Every person in there is just messed up. So that's where we are in time. Exactly at this point, the mammoth has already died. The first beacon was exploded. The second beacon was exploded. The portal shut, and the day was saved. But also, at what cost? After the fighting ends, the recovery begins, of course. The people roll up in the giant trucks to get rid of the body, and the I guess the same scenario that happens every single time begins, of like setting up for funerals and debriefing and all of that stuff. But I know we want to work on like how we deploy and stuff like that, so we should do that, I think,
Yeah.
in like a debriefing meeting. Which, where would that occur that's not messed up currently?
The library's
Uh,
probably got some meeting rooms.
yeah, the library or the gym, I guess. Let's see.
Oh,
I'll just
God.
roll this. All right, library it is. That's a 1.
Phew.
Uh,
If I saw my secret trainer in there, it could be awkward.
Can someone pick me up?
Yeah, y'all get the comms to debrief at the library. Jeeps roll up to pick up King,
Little guy
and
away.
Soto's already in a Jeep. I just don't know where your tiny thing is
I
to
just found
take it
it.
off the board. But the big ones, yeah, the big ones come over here. Yeah. Who else we see?
Whereas I think you're in Jones's seat.
Board's not very clean. I don't see. Am I
What are you
missing
after?
Doug's giant head? Oh, it's flipped over here.
Wow, you can't say it's giant head. What the hell?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, cool. So at this meeting, Commander Hints is probably this one because it's a recap of like something very important. As everyone's seated and stuff, he walks in. Also, there's snacks and drinks because there's gonna be snacks and drinks everywhere. just in case y'all need it, by the way. But otherwise, he walks in, and you don't have a group name still, so I don't know what he calls you.
The street.
No, everything is the street. You can't be everything.
Jones, we need a team name. We still didn't settle
Oh
one.
no.
Yeah, Jones happens to be there researching, and he like pokes his head
The
in. He's like,
street
"What
team.
about? What'd you say?
The street team.
What about the street team?"
Wait, Doug just said that like a second ago.
No. It's in my notes here. It's in my notes.
Yeah, we did. We called something else the street team a while ago because it was funny to me because who actually has street teams anymore?
Street Team 6.
What about group of
Group. Great. Awesome.
5? Because there's 5 of you.
That's gonna be really awkward if one of us dies.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
thinking.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about
The Pentagon.
okay.
I'm just throwing
5,
things out there
5.
since that's what we're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Commander Henson slams his hand down on the desk. He's like, "Jones, get out of here. This is a meeting. This is very important." Jones leaves. And Commander Henson says, "What are the reports from the field? What happened out there?"
It was a shit show.
They didn't develop a off switch for these brand new technology. Insane.
We had the off switch in OS.
Why didn't anybody flip it then?
The portal cut through the connectors.
Redundancy cables or connectors, maybe? That could be a thing that could be looked into.
The redundancy was built into power generation. We thought that protecting anyone who happened to go in, if that were the case, was more important necessarily than
You know,
being able to control it at OS.
I
But
read in the history books that ancient people used to have this little thing that they would have that they just held in their hand to turn their car on before they left the house. We should invest in something like that, like some type of wireless technology where the button doesn't have to be wired into it.
well, of course, but what if something comes through that disrupts that?
Well, that's why you have fail-safes.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Technology aside, we specifically Maxine's team will be working on the next iteration, safer, better, potentially located in an appropriate area, better.
Right.
It better
But-
be.
Well, is that still the goal? I mean, we were shooting through the portal. Well, one of us was shooting through the portal, and it didn't look like there was a lab or anything through there, or any kind of anything we could harness or use. It just seemed like a lot of bad guys coming our way.
That is true. We're reviewing all the data and footage from all of the drones that we had positioned just outside. Early information makes it seem like it's just a wild landscape on the other side. There was no visibility of human structures. Doug?
Hi. Yeah. Doug here. Hey, I have a suggestion.
Yes.
Next time the portal opens, you know what we should do?
We're not planting
We
okra
should send
in there.
no. We should send a nuclear bomb through.
What I said last time.
That is what he said. Yeah, I mean, it's a good
I'm
idea.
just. It's a great idea, which that guy said. I forgot his name. I'm having a really bad time in my memory.
Marco.
I'm
Parco.
just. Parco, sorry. No one ever mentions his name, actually. No one ever says Parco. Maybe that's why. But I'm just, off of his idea, I think we should maybe send a couple. Maybe just like a drone, through or something with a nuke. couple nukes, and then close the portal.
Drones we sent through, we lost contact with as soon as the portal was shut off. Again, that information we're still reviewing. We sort of sent them out in a scatter direction away from the portal. Additionally,
What if I went through the portal?
well, that's the thing. We need to test. We need to do tests before we send live subjects through. This was our first test, and we did gain a lot of knowledge and information. Even though it was almost catastrophic, there were some gains.
I'm not really alive, am I? So I can go through.
You're
You're
definitely
not
alive,
really
Doug.
alive?
Oh.
Do you want to go to the doctor?
No,
Are
I've
you
been there
feeling
today.
ill?
No, I was there today. I go there every morning, actually.
For
Right.
mental checkups.
Oh no, I go to the cafeteria for food.
We do have a soldier's mess that you are welcome
Oh no,
to go
it's
to
the
as
food
well.
is way better there though.
Oh, okay.
Everyone knows
I think hospital food
a
is
lot better.
yeah.
It's usually pretty good. I have my own room, so I just check myself in and I get the good stuff.
Right.
So if
Additionally,
we send a couple nukes through,
the reason we
and
haven't done
myself.
that previously is because the
I'm
portals,
the
at least
failsafe.
worldwide, are unreliable to predict. So now that we have Street, we can predict them more readily, but we have not exploded the other side, as it were, or sent any ordinances because we simply don't know what's over there. It could be an entire civilization. It could be nothing. We don't know what will happen also if we explode something over there and bring it back here, or if it will bounce back here, for example.
Why don't you send that Dr. Lerman?
Yes, Dr. Lerm has said several times that he is willing to go. He's also occasionally said he's from there. These are conflicting stories that I don't think are reliable, but the science, at least, that he's providing is sound.
Maybe that's
No,
why
point-
they're here is that they want him and we have to send him back.
Do you really believe that?
Right.
Well, we could
Oh,
try
you
it
mean
out. What's
like
the
one of those
biggest?
scenarios where you take an egg back from the alien planet because you think it's normal, and then all of a sudden all the aliens are attacking you because you took their baby.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably one of those Neopets.
It's highly unlikely that Dr. Lerm is an alien baby from another planet or universe that we need to
Right.
How do
return.
you know? How do you know I'm not?
Back on the
I-
nuclear strike topic.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is another threat I think you haven't noticed as well. Is if you do nuke the other side, even if you're successful, if the portals keep opening, you'll just be opening radioactive hellscapes in the middle of cities and populations.
Also true.
How do
Assuming
we?
they are all in the same place.
That's what I was gonna say. Is how do we even know it's like the same world when it opens each time?
Doesn't need to be the same world every time. It needs to be that same place once at least. Yeah.
I don't know. Why don't we just wait
True.
till the next one opens and look through it and see if it looks the same?
Yeah, but my point is it could not be the same for 20 times, but on the 21st time it is the same. You've got radiation pouring through into your city.
Oh. Hmm.
Yeah. Seems like we should focus on like closing them.
Yes. That is still the goal. After this test.
After we keep them open, yeah.
Well-
Wait, so we're not keeping them open anymore?
The goal was to stop the invasions and to learn about them. Opening them brings us, or keeping them open brings us closer to understanding how to permanently stop them, for example, or whatever the reason is behind them opening. Keeping them open allows us to learn more about it.
So it's a trade-off.
Have you-
Risk versus benefit.
Of
Have you ever
course.
guys seen that? Have you guys ever seen that movie Independence Day? I don't
No.
know if
No.
it's so. If there's. Oh well, I'm
Watches
old
movies.
enough to know what that movie is. 'Cause it was on the reruns back in the day. It was always on. It was just something. It's one of those movies that was on, and then you just watch it. Okay. Well, there was this part where there's the lady who was like standing up on this building, and all these aliens come, and she's like, "Take me, take me." I think that might be me.
You-
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Doug.
There are a lot of theories right now.
Now, I understand that the brainstorming, you can't really shut down theories or ideas, but I mean,
It is highly unlikely that Doug or Dr. Lerm are an alien egg baby.
Can we scan me?
Based almost entirely on the sentences you just said, where you're old enough on this planet to have seen some ancient movie,
But
chances are
those that could have been implanted in me.
oh yeah,
Memories.
Yep.
They can do that. They can implant
They?
false memories into you,
Who's they?
What?
just like I said.
I mean, this is opening up
So-
a lot of conversation about.
Doug,
True.
we
Stuff
aren't
I
even
don't wanna
sure there's
talk
actually a
about.
civilization over there.
No, right?
Sorry, Dragon.
I mean,
philosophically,
they're coming through. There must
either
be something there.
either we are experiencing Descartes' demon or Putnam's brain in a vat, or we're not. That is neither here or there. But scientifically, we are experiencing portals and monsters coming through. So that must be our focus. We can wrestle with solipsism at a later date.
What if we created a gun that could open these portals? Also, there's a
You can call it
cat
a
that
portal
is
gun.
like around here that's being very loud.
I don't hear it, Doug.
Yeah. Okay. It's just maybe in my vicinity. You're over there. It's over here.
Okay,
Doug,
Doug.
And you're like
stop looking
across
out the
this
window. We're focused.
15-foot
You
table.
look where
I
you
mean,
need to.
maybe if you were closer to us.
Doug.
I mean, the table is what, like 20, 30 feet long, and you're at the
Attention
end of
span
it.
really hasn't become.
Doug.
It hasn't been an issue
Most
that
of
was
the cats
solved
got
by
blown
this
up.
generation.
It's a shame
Charcuterie
that
board across the whole entire table.
Security board.
We
Well,
we
anyway,
picked-
we have another important issue to discuss. I think it was the matter of transportation around street.
Yes. The tube system we feel does work very well. It has been built into street. It's efficient at getting your devices to you, but not efficient at bringing you back or bringing you to the
yeah,
incursion.
it makes more sense if the tubes send them to where the incursion's at, and then we get brought to where they're at.
Okay.
Or we could just have trucks. Go old
Yes.
school.
We can do one of two things. That's true so far. We can position sort of depots around street, and then when you have entered your mech, you can hop onto a truck and be transported, or we can take the unpiloted mechs to where the incursion is occurring, but we would risk you on the way there and also it without being piloted. But that is also an option.
I raise his hand.
Doug,
Yeah, I have a idea.
okay.
What if?
Let me cut you off. We're not gonna drop
No,
you
no,
out
no,
of space.
please. I'm not. No, not out of space. Out of the
Oh, okay.
sky. What if we put some parachutes on the mechs? You shot us out of a cannon, and then we parachuted down.
No,
And
no,
that
I
would
had
give us
the
the opportunity to
I had the
deposit,
fly
and
jets
then
on
use
that.
the thrusters on our mechs to pilot maybe on top of the Neopet or around it. If we want a good precision drop.
and be sitting
No.
ducks in the sky.
Yeah, no, I had those jets on my one version of the mech, and it wasn't that fun because you remember I had to find a spot to land every couple seconds.
Well, I mean, you'd be parachuting out, and I feel like, if you were good enough, you could,
And if you did land on the creature, you'd be like trying to wrestle I don't know, a wild hog or something. It just kick you off and crush you.
Well, no, I mean, if either me or Parko got on, we could stabilize on top of the mech, and we wouldn't be thrown off.
What if it rolled over?
We can't. We'll be
It-
okay. It's okay.
So you'd be
Right.
like energy pimples on it.
Okay.
So what? What will you do
Right.
then?
Another suggestion
Why
is, since you've got the tube system already, you convert it to moving us around quickly. You can deploy basically not a real mech, but just sort of a tube that we can get into. Use your tube system to get us as close as possible to the incursion and get our mechs then to us as well.
How much damage do you think it would do to the mech if you fired the tube with us at it at the Neopet?
It doesn't have thrust like that. It's more like hyperrail underneath and elevators where they are deployed.
I mean, past civilizations have built giant cannons, so
Well, sure. I mean, you all are piloting giant cannons technically, but
I mean, if I was in a giant cannon and I was
You
being
know you would
launched
take
at
damage.
also
Yeah, I know
true.
exactly. I would just, I'm curious about, possibly how much that would do to the mech. And also what happens if I fired my gun while in the air while at it at speed, or I fired my gun backwards. There were a lot of math that's going to go into here.
The
If I fired
physics
my
of
gun
that.
backwards, would I
Rocket
slow
jump.
down and then, yeah, would the bullet slow down? Would the bullet drop?
Okay, we're gonna put that at like a 2% probability. The other
Okay.
three options probably much higher at 30% ish. You're welcome to, I guess, choose which deployment method you want.
Okay.
Converting the tubes would be probably a lot more work.
I mean, you would just make shell mechs that we could just be in
Right.
and be safe for in there. So,
Yeah, we'd have to
I mean,
convert the practice mechs into
Should
transport mechs.
shouldn't
So
be
we
too
can.
hard based off of the security board here.
Our three options are deploy you to your mech and then transport you by truck with your mech. Maybe a little slower than shooting you out of the sky or something. Deploying the mech and deploying a vehicle for you to take you to the mech, and putting your I guess deploying your mech without a rider again and using the rail system to transport you in a standalone sort of protection mech. To
the
How
get
many
first
you.
options
option,
are there again?
How many what?
How many options in total? That we have like car, rail,
Well, in total
sky.
there are 4, I guess, but 3 that seem viable.
of the first
Walking,
viable one, that would
regular
be the
walking.
longest. Okay. Not walking is not. No, we're not gonna.
Walking
Uh,
has not seemed
Pulling it
beneficial.
by hand with a rope.
I think that the first, the one where we deploy to the
there.
mech and then the mech is deployed on the truck. It might be slower, but we are in the mechs. It's the safest option of us not being
What if we put
separated.
the truck
Yeah, I guess
on
that
the
makes
rail
sense.
system, and then at the rail depot, we'll get off and put the truck on, and then we'll get there.
Look, I'm just saying the Voltron system where we're currently getting shifted to our mech and then it comes out of the wilderness and we gotta run 5 miles is not working.
Right.
Just waiting until
that we all agree.
my mech converts itself into a car, and then I can drive the car there. And then once I get there, the mech turns back
That's
from the car into
ludicrous.
the robot.
That makes no
So
sense.
why this can't be invented? We have all these other systems. You're making portals out of thin air.
We're not making the
Yeah.
portals.
Kind of seems like it. I think it's an
No.
inside job now. The more you
Okay, Doug.
talk,
Okay.
Maxine's
Th-
in on it.
Thank you for your system of checks and balances, Doug. So if
Irrelevant.
everyone's in agreement, then we'll deploy your mechs to you still with tube system, and then we will transport you by heavy truck, and we'll get some better vehicles, hopefully, that can transport them faster.
Right.
All
Brilliant.
right. Any
If you
other upkeep things involved?
My mech blew up.
Yeah, I did too.
Yes, we did notice that. We always have some basic frames in reserve, so the R&D team will begin working on those. You're welcome to work on your mech with the R&D team, or you can just let them build your mech again, or if you have input or something, you can work with Maxine and the team, or if anyone else has input, you're welcome to work on that as well. Would you prefer that the mechs be more centrally located no matter what? We do have the capabilities to convert portions of the middle of street into the mech facility, or at least a secondary mech facility.
I think you should seize Doug's field, actually. It's in a pretty strategic position, I think.
I do agree with the central position, not necessarily
Yeah.
the field, but
Maybe the
I
destroyed
think
cat
it's better for us to
sanctuary.
be. There's been a couple of times where we've been trapped in civilian areas and potentially drawing attention where we shouldn't be.
Yes.
Right, I was
Okay.
joking about that.
There's really insensitive.
Oh, but
You
I
know what
do-
he's like about his field.
I do have one thing to suggest, though. I see like there's a potential crisis moment in which we have very few mechs remaining and another attack occurs and we have no backup. So I don't know how financially capable we are as a program, as Street as a whole. But I would see with my family, see if they could invest in a few backup mechs so that we are not caught with our pants down, so to speak.
Of course, that's always a risk. Pretty much everyone at Street is aware of that risk as the last bastion of protection of the world and last large city. The issue with mech production is more based around time, not necessarily resources. While I do appreciate your involvement in our uh, back operations, really technicians and engineers and scientists working on creating these devices is the slowdown point.
And we can't recruit anymore because there are no one left.
Right. We have the best minds from around the world, but they of course have to be willing. It's not like we're forcing people to work here. It's just we pay for or facilitate transport from anywhere in the world. We have recruiters going nonstop, bringing people here who are willing to join the fight and join the cause.
Right. Well, I suppose that it is how they say 9 women can't make a baby in a month. So,
I'm shocked that didn't
What?
come out of Doug's mouth.
what? Have you guys never heard of that?
No.
That must be a very old phrase.
Yeah, that's just, it's a really old
No, I see.
saying around here.
9
Yeah,
men
you
I would
know,
expect
my
my grandma
family
to say
in a
sometimes
month.
something
have
like that.
Family sometimes have traditions and all. I must have heard that from an old member of mine.
What?
What? Can you repeat that? Because I didn't get it.
All 9 women can't make a baby in a month, which is just to speak or to say that you can't rush some things. Some things are unrushable. And no matter how many people you
9
throw at a
women.
problem, it has a limit.
A baby in a month.
Oh, you like that?
Makes
Are you taking notes there?
No, I don't. It doesn't make sense to me personally.
So, Doug, when a man and a woman,
Yeah, but 9 women can't make a baby in a month.
yes, because it takes
Right.
9 months normally. They're saying you can't just throw more people at the issue to speed things up.
Well, technically, this day and age, we can because
It's an old
We're gonna
saying.
break
Doug.
into Doug's orca farm, and it's gonna be like
Well, how
9
old are
women
you
hooked up to
then?
a
That doesn't make
machine that's
sense.
growing like one
If
super
you
baby
haven't
in a
heard
month.
of Independence Day, how have you heard of that phrase?
He's from
Like I
old
Tell
said,
me.
old money, old family.
just
is-
referenced
Well, then
Seinfeld.
some of you in your family probably
What do
heard
I
of
know?
Independence Day, and they probably talked about great speeches and how some lady stood on the top of the first interstate bank and wanted to be taken by the aliens.
Sorry, I don't
He's-
follow.
again,
I'm sorry
he's
you feel
rich.
so distressed about it.
Well,
His
9
family's
men
rich.
can make a baby in a month because it's goddamn called science.
Okay. Okay.
It's 2072 or whatever year.
Let's
it
leave
is.
the
I don't
meeting
even
there,
know
if that's
anymore.
okay, Commander.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and talk to the mechanics.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
Gattaca.
And I was just saying words.
Yeah.
Gattaca. You ever heard of that? You see that one of the reruns? Oh, you know
I'm
what?
more of a
Here's a
virtue
phrase for
guy. I
you.
don't watch movies.
Here's a phrase for you. I'll catch you on the rerun.
Right.
Yeah, nobody watches Jude Law movies.
So from this meeting,
Someone
probably
else
the
will
next day. Let me get rid of all this stuff real quick, or the stuff that's not necessarily.
Ethan Hawke.
Wait, eraser? Click. Uh-oh.
I think it should be eraser.
Yeah,
Give it a
I
help.
couldn't target my lines for some
Oh.
reason. Oh, I have to figure out where they are, I guess. Weird.
Got it.
Anything else weird? Well,
Oh,
the
plenty.
Apocalypse Crater's probably gone. They probably filled it in.
The first one, right? Yeah.
Can't get rid of this text.
I'll get rid of it. I'll get rid of it. I got it.
Well, I thought I could erase it, but okay.
No, you gotta delete text.
Crazy sauce.
Whoa.
Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop.
Look that
I don't
up.
think I still
Doug.
have the.
We're not using the cannon.
Douche.
Testing it.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
Look at the elephant. Oh,
I got
he's
the
gone.
elephant stuck on the freaking thing. There we go.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, it's because it doesn't lift anymore. Shoot.
Oh, right.
How do I auto raise? There we go.
Good times. Hey, look, a tiny Soto here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the tiny king? Short king. Where's the short? Oh, here you go.
Short king. Yeah.
Spotlight.
Oh, there's tiny Parko too.
The next day, there's probably like a funeral or something like that. For several individuals who were under the space right here.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
There are safety bunkers and stuff, but when a giant elephant crushes them,
Ah.
there were a couple of losses there.
Oof.
So, go ahead.
No,
Oh,
no,
I
I
thought you
was
were
just
saying
saying oof.
Oh yeah. It's a common thing though, so it's like a funeral. All the people are lined up, like you remember. It's basically that scene again. Lieutenant Commander Morissette gives a speech. Saying that citizens of Street and the world, because this stuff is broadcast everywhere that can receive screen stuff, right? Like, it's not like we're acting alone and there's no other humans. They're sort of just spread out more to try and avoid portals, right? So
Mm-hmm.
she gives a speech. There's a hand on her covering her mouth.
Oh, sorry.
That was funny. It was like perfectly on her face. She says, people of the world, people of Street, we will continue to resist against these incursions. What occurred yesterday did result in the loss of life, and we do not take that lightly. We also have made great strides towards hopefully stopping or at least further understanding these incursions. We know that soon, we believe, we will be launching the largest battle in the history of mankind. Mankind, that word should have new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interest. Perhaps it's fate that today you will once again be fighting for freedom of the world. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We're
Hear ye,
fighting.
hear ye.
We're fighting for our right to live and to exist. And should we win that fateful day, it will be considered the day the world declared in one voice that we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. And today we celebrate
Right.
today.
Independence Day.
He said the thing. I don't know what he's talking about. I've never seen that movie.
But it's a very somber and solemn,
I got it on VHS.
Funeral.
Don't worry.
And then from there, rebuilding occurs. The beacons are sort of dismantled. Well, the one beacon is dismantled that's still here.
Yeah.
I'll just take that over here.
I like to say out of character that I've used that part of that speech in one of my graduate papers.
Nice.
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 And so yeah, they begin filling in the craters and stuff.
When's the dang government going to take this mech out my yard?
Okay, jeez Louise. Let's see here. So two of you lost mechs, and it looks like you
I think
went
some
to the
people would
mech
have scrapped that,
lab.
like some of the poorer people in the area. They came out and like, oh god, let's scrap this shit now, and they go sell it.
No.
Oh, it's all like upstanding people here. They're all
Well,
really
not necessarily
goody
all
two-shoes.
upstanding, but there's so much of a military presence that, like,
They took the
how
wheels
would
off
they get
the
there
rims.
first?
Doesn't scrap
It's just on
official
cinder
material.
blocks.
Goody tissues.
It's on cinder blocks.
King and Soto, you go to the lab, it looks like, to
Doug
discuss
did it.
new plans,
Doug
I guess.
was out there doing it.
Yes.
Maxine is working in the lab.
I ignore the numbers.
The numbers say something
ignore them.
along the
Thank you.
lines
Ignore
of...
Thank you. I don't. I'm not there, but I hear them.
In no way do I relay the numbers to anyone on the team. It would be meta for Grace to know.
0275 0925 1185 1445 1835 3265.
Wow.
Right.
We did it.
Yep.
She's also ignoring them, by the way. She's just like working on new plans and stuff for um changing the beacons, but she's also got stuff open for like mech transport. She's got a ton of projects right now.
Max, any
Yeah.
chance we can talk about our new mechs?
Oh, new mechs. Okay, we're changing the
Wow.
design.
I'm changing my design, definitely.
Okay. What are you
All
interested in?
little attacks aren't working against these giant creatures. I need firepower.
Okay.
So
What are
I'm
we
thinking
talking?
have one long range weapon, but a lot of support for a lot of small, like hand cannons and such, just for when the
Okay.
creature gets close.
You did just say these small weapons aren't working, but carry on.
I'm talking hand cannons, not little
Okay.
low caliber rifles and such.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Stuff
So
that takes a bit of space to actually fire.
okay. Okay. How many do you think we should requisition?
5 or 6.
5 or 6.
5 or 6, yeah.
Okay.
And a rifle
Uh,
as well.
Are you going to need more
You know what?
mounts?
I really like that Graves has this sort of ability to charge his weapon up. Maybe one of the guns charges up.
Okay. Okay.
Makes sense.
I mean, that we can do.
Yeah. We won't worry about the
Okay.
electronics part of it. In fact, make it resistant to electronics as well. We'll just
Resistant. Okay. Are you
like
expecting
interference.
Oh, interference.
Yeah,
Got it.
last time that thing it rattled my mech, so it hit me so bad, it rattled me so much, all my systems jammed up.
So we're scrapping the drone sort of Wi-Fi signal ad hoc.
I know that you've made some drones for me. I'll take some basic turret drones
Okay. Okay. Got it.
because I don't want all the work to go to waste. But
Well,
Say
I
my
mean,
5-5.
we'll use them.
but yeah, I'm just thinking lots of guns this time.
Sounds good.
And I'm happy to work with the engineers to refine that further.
Okay. Got it. We have a team.
Brilliant. Well, yeah. If you can relay this information to them, and if they didn't want my input, great. I know you are busy with a lot of things right now.
Oh, absolutely. The more hands, the better, of course. Even if you don't know the tech specs, that's fine.
Sure. Yeah, put me in the right direction, but and I would probably just go like brief the team on what I want.
Okay.
Keep saying, yeah, I do want that many guns.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So,
Ah!
oh, sorry, I didn't mean to start
Maxine
over
is like
there.
startled.
I know. I'm a startling presence. I don't need a lot of changes, but I feel like I need a bigger sword, maybe. I know that's gonna affect
bigger
a little bit
sword?
of other stuff, but yeah.
Okay.
And if there's any way
Um,
you can make it so like stupid elephant, like if I can get away from things a little bit differently, that'd be cool.
Okay. Differently. Like vertically or horizontally?
Uh, oh, that's probably beyond the science, but just like maybe if I can't be like physical, tangible. I don't know. Like I said, it's probably beyond the science, but do what you can.
Okay. Okay. So you want to move very rapidly in any given direction. So rapid
Only if
accelerate,
necessary.
rapid, very brief acceleration. Got it.
Sort of, I guess. Sure.
Like a drag racer.
Kind
You
of,
look
but I
around
also
and there's
don't want to
like
go away. Like, I need to be in the fight, so like, just make it so I can like phase out.
There's like monster truck posters on the walls and stuff. And drag cars. It's like phase out. Well, that is theoretically possible.
Mhm.
That would require us to basically. Okay, you want to phase out. We would have to enter the fourth dimension, or a fourth dimension, and also wrangle quantum entanglement so that. Well, I mean, I guess it's possible.
I mean, like I said, if you can do it, cool. If not, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. I don't know the science.
The size of a mech would be incredibly difficult, and we don't know what it would do to you. We'll continue to work on that, and then in the meantime, we'll do more reliable options until we can get there.
Sure.
But I like where your head's at. Cutting edge, future stuff there. That's wonderful.
I mean, isn't that what we're supposed to be doing?
Absolutely, but it also has to work.
It's true. All right. Well, at least give me a bigger sword.
I mean, yeah. Are you thinking the size of this room or smaller than that?
Okay. Well, it's got to be manageable. So
Okay.
compromise of that.
Aw. You should go full
we-
guts.
Yeah, we could probably make your mech swing a building-sized sword.
Yes.
That's a okay.
Whoosh.
Maybe a
This takes
little
5
bit more
turns to swing one.
compromise. Yeah, like maybe the size of the mech is like max.
Okay. Doable. Anything else you're looking for?
I don't think so.
If not, that's fine. We'll continue to come up with ideas. I did get several emails about emails. I don't know if email exists. I did. That's what I brought up last time. I did get several messages on whatever system we use. That there will be a new facility for mech storage and deployment.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe the intention is to build them there or just to house them there? Because it would be time consuming to move our operations from here to there.
I feel like that's a question for like Morset or something.
Oh,
Really
sure.
In charge of planning the city.
No, of course not. I just thought you might have an insight since it just came in.
My insight is that it was something they were discussing.
Okay, got it.
I would
right,
imagine
well,
if it makes more sense to keep the lab here and just have a deployment center, that is logical. So
That does make sense, yes. I guess you'll be working with your team here then, and I'll get the logistics of the other location nailed down. So your mechs will be here then, is what it sounds like.
I mean, they can be moved when they're done.
Well, when they're done, yes, but if you're going to spend time with the team, then you'll be doing it here. Is what it sounds
yeah,
like,
that's fine.
Is what I mean. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, got it. Anyone else working on their mechs or anything? Glad.
Yeah, Parko's essentially just upgrading his weapons as I'm looking at new stuff that we have the ability to unlock.
Okay, that probably doesn't require the whole lab then.
No,
it
but I'm
could probably
switching
be
around my
done.
weapons.
I got you. At the other location. Graves and Doug, you good on upgrades and stuff? Like, or changing mech, I guess, entirely?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Alright,
Don't
cool.
change a team that's winning, right?
Okay.
I wasn't winning.
Wow.
Then
Go to the gym.
I say that in group chat, Lancer group chat. Throwing shade.
Then a new location. Oh, I would prefer it to be this way though.
Oh,
There's a little
Yes,
plaque
I'll
on
scale
it
it
to commemorate the kittens that died in that place. Yeah,
Yeah.
little bench with a plaque on it. Yeah.
Is it just named laboratory?
Well, it was
Also.
an experiment to see if it could write words.
In
Yeah, it's just
loving
named
memory.
laboratory. But it's more of a storage facility and like outfitting location, not the main research and development. Because I'm sure there are
Shit.
labs for other stuff everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest, it's just Jones again naming
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. When you go to check your mech, you find Jones suspended from the sign or from the side of the building, painting laboratory on the side of the building. It's like a converted something else, like a converted sort of what would have been in the center? Maybe a like a groundskeeping sort of large facility where they had the giant mowers and stuff like that. All that stuff's been cleared out and now it's completely empty except for mechs and mech type stuff.
I like
Yeah.
how Jones's base is perfectly aligned with the
Yeah.
windows, I think.
Yeah.
Well, he's on the side, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Anybody else doing anything around the city?
King would probably be running around looking for the flux capacitor he's been asked to find.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
The engineers just kicked
Socket
him out.
wrenches
Basically.
and stuff that you don't know
Yeah,
the sizes
elbow
of.
grease. All the hazing ones.
So, Parco, we've developed a new Leviathan heavy assault cannon. So
Cool.
his spinner cannon has been upgraded. And then we also have developed a personal bunker. So now besides the two walls, I can throw out a 4x4 bunker that people can just climb in for hard cover.
Oh.
Awesome.
Nice.
Nice.
Putting that on the board is going to be fun.
Wait, did we level up or something? Or
Yeah, we leveled
Yeah.
up last
Yeah.
game.
oh shit!
Wait,
Well,
we did?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot to level up.
Don't worry.
yeah, no one told
No
me that
biggie.
actually.
Oh,
we also-
shit.
It's pretty quick in
Because
Comp
That's
Quest.
why
We've
everyone
had
is,
so
I
many
thought, I
issues.
thought people were just changing
It's not
things
really-
for fucks. Like,
Well,
the-
they did blow up,
Shits
so
and
it also
giggles.
makes sense for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, true.
I've also expanded the compartment, so now we can fit one other person in my mech if somebody's mech blows up again.
So we're
Cool.
license level
thinking.
3.
Yeah, but you don't need to mess with it right now.
No, we're good. I can do it quick. But
No?
you guys keep doing things. I'll be at the gym, quietly working out
Okay.
in the corner in the
Where's
off
that?
hours.
Hurt himself.
Yeah. He's got the the machine where it's got the bar that hangs from the cable or whatever, and you're supposed to sit with your legs
Yeah.
underneath the thing. He's just like doing pull-ups on it because he doesn't have his legs locked underneath, so it's too heavy for him to engage without the leg things.
All right, I gotta need a spot here. Ooh. And it's like the tiniest waist. It must be
Can you
like
duplicate me like a dozen of these barriers?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Maybe
yeah,
like
while you
lock
do
them in
that,
a
I'll level up.
line.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is I'll just build a little 4x4 square out of them and lock them together.
Then about the full thing because it's going to be so difficult to actually fit in through the map. Maybe like just build the walls and then like try and place the walls.
Like
It'd
that?
be fun either way.
Oh, well, I was building them in the thing so you can lock them. Oh, does it need to be wider? Oh,
Yeah, it's a
4.
4x4,
Okay.
like hollow 4x4 square.
I got you.
guess.
I got you.
Yeah, link that one at the bottom, and then if you could fill in the walls, I think that would work.
Oh, now they're scuffed. Because this one's scuffed. All right, we're getting rid of that one.
Yep, that works. That's 4x4 essentially. And then
Hold
we
on,
get
hold
rid
on,
of
hold
these.
on. Hey!
In the middle out.
Yeah, get rid of the 4 in the middle.
Oh, in the middle out? Like
Yeah.
this?
Then that way we
Oh.
can move our characters inside, and that's the walls of the bunker.
Oh, wait, I can't. Wait, there's a chain button, right? What is that?
There's a link.
Toggle-
Yeah. You can attach things with like fixed joints, and the combine option is underneath flick. Yeah, like options. Yeah, you know where flick is.
Attach the object to the other one in a parent child. Okay. Fixed joint, hinge joint, spring joint. All right, we'll just attach. Did I do it?
Yeah, I think you did.
Yo, we
Nice.
did it. We're
Nice
making
bunker.
junk.
Yeah, that looks cool. Yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. Nice, good job.
Sure. Deployable bunker.
Just throw it over there.
What actually is going to
Cool.
happen is it's going to flip over upside like halfway out because the monster's
Yeah,
gonna
right.
go on.
We're gonna get
Yeah.
screwed. The doctors. Doug, I'm sure you go and visit the doctors at some point.
Please.
Well, you said you go every day.
The cafeteria.
Yeah, sure. I'm
When
looking
you
at
go
it.
to the cafeteria, you see a lot of doctors with like scratches on their face or like arms in slings, stuff like that.
That's cool. Good for them.
Good for
You working
that,
on
yeah.
any other projects out there?
I'm just looking at my mech.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Doug enjoys Doug time.
I didn't know
Maybe,
I'll,
maybe. Yeah.
I'll go to the lab and ask real quick. Hey, is Maxine around?
I mean, she's there for sure. She's like
Hey,
surrounded.
oh, sorry, I
by-
didn't recognize you. You were like, I don't think I've ever seen you like with your back turned. Anyway, can you get me like a huge cannon, just mounted on the other shoulder? That would be great. Thank you, and I'll leave.
like a. Oh, okay.
As soon as she starts to answer, I'll go back
God
to
damn
the
it.
door.
Okay.
Oh, you were saying something?
I'll try and help his team assemble that as well once my mech's done.
Yeah, like the same one you already have, but a second one.
Oh, no. Like, think about, Doug was telling people about these giant cannons, and at first I was like, yeah, that's stupid. But then I started thinking, maybe we can do it. Maybe it could be effective. So if you could get me like one of those old time howitzers, but like scaled down but powered up, as we can do with our current technology, that would be great. Like a siege cannon, that would be cool.
Jones walking by down the hall, covered in paint, says, "We could call it the Doug Cannon," and just keeps walking.
The Doug cannon, really? No, I think okay, he's gone. Well, siege
Yeah,
cannon.
he just keeps walking.
Yeah, you got that, Maxine? Oh,
It
is
would
that
be
Kate?
it would be
we
the
got it.
double ordnance Uber gun.
Oh yeah, nice, Doug. Hey, King, what are you doing here?
I'm trying to get a new mech together.
Oh right, that.
Yeah,
Well, good luck with that.
thanks. Great.
Need
You're
any
not
help?
going to help your team? Maybe you should help your team because you've just said you want a cannon.
Oh,
You are
I
going to
don't
end
really
up with like, okay,
get my hands.
you end up with the wrong thing.
Dirty.
Your own fault.
I actually have to go. I was
Right.
pumping iron. Like, and I'll start meekly flexing my muscles, like
Yeah.
getting some muscle going. Yeah.
Fully
How long have
clothed.
you been off the
Yeah.
muscle enhancers?
Oh, no, I still use them, but these are you
Gimme.
gotta go organic sometimes, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, anyway,
Well, don't hurt
you guys were
yourself
waiting for me.
picking up anything.
No, no, I got it. Yeah, good joke.
Maybe start on the
And
lowest
I'll leave.
weights. He's gonna get
Awesome.
himself killed.
What a way to go.
They're splatters.
May 22nd, several weeks later.
Oh, that would be 1 week actually.
Oh, I don't know what day
Well,
it
1
was.
week and a
last
few
time.
days. It was
All right.
12.
I'll get
Oh,
fact
it was
checked.
12. I thought it was earlier. All right, we'll go with May
Oh.
28th.
Nice.
The mechs are still in conversion over there in the laboratory. Parko, I assume, is doing what he always does and hanging out with his mech. Just like loading ammo and unloading it and stuff like that,
Ammo,
cleaning his
redoing
weapon.
the paint job, seeing if
Yeah.
there's a way I can make the super heavy gun look like a guitar.
And you're like sleeping there, I assume.
Some nights,
Okay.
we would call it like a 50-50 chance of finding him there versus, the bunker, or not bunker, but barracks.
All right. Here's your 50-50. You want evens or odds that you're there?
We'll give evens.
All right. Roll it up.
R.
Absolutely there.
It's still connected to my other die that's all the way over there.
Um, You're asleep. Where would you sleep? Like in the actual mech area, or like in
Somewhere
the
on,
places where?
like some barrels or anything that was
Well,
enough to be, a bed like at the foot of the mech area. Yes, like somewhere
yeah. Okay.
in the hangar bay, like on the ground, not in the mech.
All right. Perfect. Middle of the night, you hear a loud crash, like a not a crash, like a kaboom, like that. Sort of muffled. Other side of the building, shouting. Lots of boots in the hallways. Do, 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 do. You hear
I'm awake. What?
you hear doors banging open, boom, shouting.
He's getting swatted.
Where's my
Down the
gun?
hall.
Where's my gun? We're a soldier. Where's my sidearm? Oh wait. Pilot
And
cheat.
then, after maybe 2 or 3 minutes of that, you all see on every screen that is near you. So wherever you happen to be, if you're at your house or your apartment or whatever it is, if you're in the lab, it doesn't matter. The screens are like taken over in that classic style of takeover. And then you see the front of this building, and there are people all over it, shouting. They have their arms around the building in sort of like a barrier. They're shouting things like shut it down, no more OS, you're killing us all. At the same time on the screens, you also see drone footage of all of the animals trying to come through the portal. You see Parko just shooting in with his gigantic gun. You see video of the hospital being blown, all the glass blown out.
Yeah, that
just
did
stuff
happen.
like that all over the screen while
Good
these
times.
people are shouting, right? And then you all, of course, hear helicopters flying over because this is a military base first and foremost. And this is what Parko's in the center of.
No, look, I've been in a protest before, right? You got to flip the jacket inside out, and then you mess your hair up, and you grab a broken bottle so it looks like you're ready to throw it, and then you just fade into the crowd, and you throw the
Okay.
bottle, and then when they're like, "Yeah, get them," and they all rush forward, you go the other way.
All right. Well, here you go. Here you go.
No. I'm saying inside.
Okay, notes.
I'm just explaining to the corpseman who's standing next to me what the ultimate plan is if they break inside.
Okay, so we'll do like a perception style roll or whatever. If you got any stats that matter for that, welcome.
Hold on,
You're
wait.
welcome
I
to
am a
them.
spotter. I have spot +2.
Okay.
Oh, come on. That was what it was before I rolled it. The R thing is broken.
It's not
it is
broken.
what it
Watch.
is.
Watch.
That's why I
There's-
throw it.
So you're saying there's no chance of
You
me
said-
getting a 1 if it's already a 1? Then
No,
that's not
you
really
watch-
random, is it?
1 in
You-
20.
It just
chance.
happened. 1 in 20 chance.
Um. So yeah, you're in there, and you can hear a whole bunch of stuff occurring down the halls. You're obviously not sure what's happening, but you can see the protests on the screens. So the protest is like a line of people, and then there are more people behind them, sort of like not like pushing them, but they're like right up right up against the back of them, so that if they get rushed, then they can resist, like hold hands. You know what I mean? And the people are shouting like we need to dismantle the OS. We need to dismantle Street. Stuff like that.
Doug is in the crowd.
Okay.
Wouldn't expect it otherwise.
Perfect.
They're opening the portals, Doug says, yeah.
Yeah, there are
Here's-
some people who are bringing out stuff, like they're bringing out like big boxes or whatever to build sort of barricades behind these people.
Oh, that's not a good
Okay.
idea. You're barricading yourselves between the building and with all the military people in it. And the big giant weapons that you're mad because they just killed a whole bunch of people. I mean, if it was really a military dictatorship, now they can't
Yeah.
run.
But we're the good guys, right? Well, do I see any of that, or do I just see the screens reporting
It's all on the screens, so you would know, I'm sure, that that's the building that has your mech in it, Parko's mech in it, and Doug's mech.
Okay. Well, I'll start heading that way. I don't know how much time I'll
Alright, cool.
take to get there.
Maybe like 2 turns. You know, I mean, you could get in a car too or whatever.
Yeah.
Hit the Waymo.
Maxine, is my mech ready to go yet?
No, those 2 mechs are not ready.
Damn it. I'm just, right now, our only 3 options are enclosed between civilians. If a portal opens, ways to through them. They're gathering. We know portals like to open when they gather.
Well, I mean, we can hope that maybe the sunset alarm would put some sense into them.
Doug riles them up.
Okay, here you go. Roll how much you rile them up.
Oh,
All
no.
right.
Fucking agent of
Wait,
chaos.
hold on.
Four. All right.
It's a bit too crackpot for them.
Yeah. Your voice
is
is
my-
heard just as much as in the meetings.
Is my mech inside?
Your mech is inside, yes.
Oh, I can just go get my mech.
They're
with the
blocking.
crowd.
They're trying to keep you out. They're trying to keep everyone out. Street forces are showing up.
Wait,
Picket. It's a picket, basically.
hold up. Wait
Okay.
a second. Let me look at my stats of my character and his abilities. How do I get there?
Doug pulls out a flamethrower.
Narrative profile. I am going to threaten these people.
Okay.
I have +2 threaten.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, hey, I gotta get in there because how are we gonna kill guys, how we gonna start this? Raise this city to the ground?
Well, they don't
How are we gonna
actually
How are
want
we
to
gonna
kill
take down
anybody.
OS? How are we gonna take down OS? If I gotta get inside, I can help you. I can deploy bunker for us, so we can all get inside. There's guns inside. There's pickets.
All
There's
right.
signs, markers.
So they're
Loudspeakers.
resisting you too. They're saying we don't want to fight. We just need to stop messing with the portals. It's dangerous to keep doing what we're doing. We need something else. We need representation at the meetings. We need opposition opinions instead of just continuing down this path and opening these portals or keeping them open and leading to humanity's demise.
I'm Doug. Don't worry, I
Yes.
got this. I make the okra.
I am Doug.
We
I'm
know
Doug.
who you are,
I
Doug.
saved you guys. I saved you. Did I not save you all?
That is true. You are of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I'm a farmer. I'm a blue collar worker.
Speaking of man of the
Okay,
people,
even I have a blue collar on. Do you not see my blue collar?
Speaking of the people, what?
Can I arrive now?
Yeah. So
Oh no.
as
These other people are not of the people. I am of the people.
As you all arrive, whoever's coming, Street is
Yeah, I'll
also
come over.
coming.
Jeep.
So the military side of things is also here. Helicopters flying overhead. They're pulling up in their, jeeps and trucks, and there's forces aligned all around you, like
Marco's
pointed
I'm dying with
inward.
you all.
Sipping a
So can
Coke
I
Zero.
approach? Sorry. Can I approach what seems to be like, if I can perceive like a leader or something like that, or like a representative of this crowd?
I'm sure there's someone stereotypically holding a megaphone, so sure.
Perfect. Yeah. I'm gonna approach with my obviously noble clothes, full of
Yeah.
just exuding money. And I'll say, right, it seems like we have a little bit of a misunderstanding here, so can we talk about this and we'll come to a middle ground or something?
That's what we want. We're not moving until Street agrees that we will de-escalate the portal research and include us in the meetings.
Okay, I hear you. There's just one thing that we gotta make sure is understood. Gathering this much in this place could be dangerous. If a monster would come through, we would all be in danger without access to our weapons, the weapons of humanity, to fight these abhorrent monsters. Okay? I cannot guarantee you will be granted a space to talk and to be heard. But trust me, we fight for the people, and we will make sure that everyone is alive and well at the end of humanity's most challenging times yet. And I would like to charm them with my charm skill. That is a
Okay.
+6.
Damn,
A
look at him.
+6.
Whoa.
Please not in that one.
Please in that one.
Oh, okay, pretty good. A 20.
Nice.
The crit.
Um,
Crits work
no.
for skill checks.
Yeah.
yeah, so you make good points. This is dangerous. Not necessarily dangerous to have this many people here because they live in Street. They're here all the time. So this many people is sort of always here. It's not like they're gonna summon a thing if they weren't gonna summon it like at a
Oh, I thought it was
bookshop
an
or cafe or
abnormal like
something.
agglomeration of people.
It
in one
is,
place.
but we're talking like hundreds of thousands of people, or like 30,000 or 50,000. That's why most village or cities or whatever are 10,000 and under. So the fact that Street exists at all is a risk.
Oh no,
But-
I know, but
Okay.
I was just saying that it's one stump away for like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
gigantic casualty rate.
So the yelling cools off. The person, the lady holding the megaphone, does agree. Like, it is important that we keep everyone safe. So she probably says something like, "Yes, we agree. We've seen you on the videos and stuff. We would love your support for getting, I guess, getting our beliefs heard."
Okay, like I said, I do not have the ability to do that myself, but this obviously has created ripples across street, and don't worry, you people will be heard eventually. And
What? Whoa. Sorry? You people?
Doug? What? Wait, Doug? What are you doing there?
I'm part of the people. I'm not you. I am the you people. You just said. We don't. You can't call us that.
Right, I
I am a blue collar
apologize.
worker. I live with these people, and we will not take your shit. I know you're talking shit right now. You're just trying to woo these people into bed or whatever you're trying to do, Mr. Moneybags.
Doug,
The protesters are confused.
Doug, what are you doing?
What are you doing? You're trying to kill us all?
I look around. Do I see anyone else like from our group?
I mean, arriving, and also street soldiers are everywhere too.
Right, yeah, but from our group specifically.
Sure, yeah, I guess.
Marco's staring out the window of the warehouse.
Okay, so Parco, that's important. Where are you? Are you still in the room with the mechs, or did you leave?
I would have gone to a window to go see what's going on outside. Yeah.
All right, you can't really see what's happening from there necessarily, but you hear the footsteps inside, the boots getting closer and closer. You hear the shouting getting louder and louder. So whatever's occurring inside is like moving down the hall
getting
towards you.
closer.
They're like clearing rooms.
Oh.
Whoa.
You know, maybe I should go up to the mech.
Okay.
We'll just, do a systems check for no particular reason, just because I feel safer.
Okay, so you're gonna be in your mech?
Yeah.
All right. Number on this die, 1 through 6.
Let's do 5.
All right, I'm rolling, not you. All right. All right. While you're inside, you hear the door kick open, and you hear some very deep, classic military style voice say, "Coloque aqui."
Son of a bitch. He's Brazilian.
Is it
Never trust those
Brazilian? You
people.
Prenda honeste.
Quay?
I couldn't get that.
Are you gonna talk to these people, or are you just gonna wait?
I don't know. How close to the mech am I at the time?
So they're moving towards one of the other mechs, probably Kings.
It's gone.
I'm
We'll
still
flip
construction.
on the loudspeaker and give a hey Alexa, what's broadcast stop in 10 different languages.
Okay, so you're gonna alert them to your presence.
Yeah. I'll flip on the lights and hit the loudspeaker in the mech. Glowing red eyes in the darkness.
As you fire it up, one of them starts yelling, "Comece agora! Comece agora!" And the others all pull weapons. Let's see here.
I'm outside.
Hold
God
on,
damn you!
You're just yelling.
Doug, we need to get inside. We don't know what's happening to our mechs.
I want
humanity's
my
future.
cannon that shoots into the sky or at things. I want it to be variable. I want a super cannon. They are giving that shit to me. Also, I want a new field. You took it from me.
Of course, you'd had demands too. Doug, I'm sure we will be vastly recompensated at the end of our efforts.
I don't want. We want compensation. We the people.
Sound of Parko's minigun
Make
spinning
street
up at
great
very
again.
fast speed from inside the warehouse.
Let's build the wall around street.
Oh, boy.
The people inside are yelling. Well, I don't know how to say this word exactly, but like, "¿Qué me está ahí? ¿Qué me está ahí?"
Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah,
No,
I don't
It's
know
not good
either.
then.
Hey Alexa,
Quem? Quem?
Q-U-E. Oh, Kane.
Kane?
Oh, Kane está ahí. Yep. Who's there?
Quem está ahí? Yeah. I, or
Just
whatever.
Yeah, you
the
nailed
gun
it.
the gun's starting to spin up but not firing yet, so it's ready to fire. And then Alexa broadcasting stop and
In all the
hopefully one of
languages.
the
Gotcha.
right military installation. Wait, how do you say that in 10 different languages?
It doesn't matter. These bros start yelling, "Fogo, Fogo, Fogo!" And they're gonna shoot at your mech for sure. They have like AKs basically. These are like normal people.
Do small arms fire damage mix?
Probably not. I would say no.
Well,
Yeah, I
it's
don't
ricochet.
actually want to fire at them because everything the mechs have would actually destroy stuff in here.
Yeah, they're shooting at the mech. It's like 5 dudes. One of them is inside King's mech, but
Oh,
I think you mean
that
Graves yet again.
Yeah.
oh, I thought.
oh shit, that's
Oh yeah,
catastrophic.
because yours was destroyed. Yeah, in Graves' mech. My bad.
It's catastrophic.
Oh, we're gonna swing the gun over to that if it starts moving.
Yeah, the thing is still open. They're just in it.
Okay. Out of the mech
The
now.
like
Taking all
however
his
you
Brazilian secrets.
enter it. Yeah. But they're shooting their little AKs at your mech. Ding, 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 ding.
I just bat him
Come on,
away
blow
with
that
the
shit up.
shield.
Okay. If you'll roll attacks on them,
Okay.
just to like I guess
hold on, let me-
melee attacks.
Yeah, let me go look at my comp con and see what I got.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna pop
Probably
your head
improvised
like
attack,
grapes.
maybe.
Yeah.
Like the weakest attack is probably improvised attack, but
I
Sure,
would
just
say
the
it's
Leviathan cannon.
not a patch, it's not a spot, it's definitely not blow something up. Alright.
I think you're gonna kill
Definitely.
someone if you attack inside a mech, just saying.
Yeah, so we're good. We're just gonna swing the shield at him like it's a
It's okay.
like it's a thing.
King or something bought more max, so you can just blow those ones up.
Well, he increased funding or whatever. Yeah, I think you hit them. You probably hit part of the wall too. So outside, you all see like part of the wall. Well, you definitely hear shooting. You see the lights, of the gunfire. You also hear stop in a bunch of languages, probably because it's probably really freaking loud.
Yeah, it's
and-
the same level Parko blast his music.
Yeah.
No.
And then part of the wall explodes out. You hear
Oh.
there's a couple people down inside. The people bolstering down here on the line, they all pull guns behind these people. So
Oh.
we still have unarmed people in the front and then armed people behind them.
Doug, how could you do
Whoa.
this?
Can I try to de-escalate? I'll be
I've
all.
got my gun out now.
Okay, tensions are high, but humanity needs these mechs, and we can solve our differences later. But right now, everything is at threat.
We don't want anyone to get hurt either. We just want to be heard. We want agreements that we will be taken to the meetings. We will have involvement in leadership. Things need to
You will.
change.
This is
You
now
will,
a
I
military
guarantee it.
action. You attacked. I'm pushing in front. We're now how this is a hostage situation.
It is a hostage
Let's put over
situation
the
for sure.
negotiations now. There is no de-escalating this situation without you giving up the hostages you have.
Soda is
I had
leaving
a-
towards OS.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's looking for.
Do you have a goal over there?
Yeah, she's looking for like people in charge, like Morset or the other guy.
Oh
that
yeah.
I can't think of his name.
They're probably in there. Yeah, for sure. Pull them.
Just chilling, drinking a burgundy.
Yeah, probably.
Well, no, they're
Yeah.
probably not that. Um,
Being charcuterie.
Yeah, I'm going full in there. I'm
And
like,
all that meat is spoiled.
you are now part of a military action against Street. You do not identify yourself as members of the Street and not terrorists, then we will be forced to attack in the defense of humanity. You are not more
You're the
important than
terrorist.
humanity.
I'm
Doug,
looking at King
you
like,
have a
"What
gun
the
to the back of the head if you haven't turned around yet.
You're the terrorists.
Doug, look behind you.
oh, that's a
Line
good
of
point.
gunmen.
The guns aren't at these people.
They're part of the. I assume there's like a team behind them, basically using them as cover, but they're part of the same people.
So
That's why
their
I'm not
guns are
shooting these,
poking in between them. Yeah, they're using them as bodies.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm.
Yeah. I was
that's
just
why
making sure
I mean the
Doug knew
hostages,
too.
yeah, inside the. Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, this is a military action. This is not a civil dispute any further. If you do not put your hands up and drop your weapons, we will be forced to open fire. You have taken. I hear the gunfire in there. You have taken the first shot. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hand
they're
over to like a local commander and say,
okay.
"You're ready to shoot." When you get the order from OS.
Oh, Street's clearly ready to shoot, but
Yeah.
it's a thing of like, kill a bunch of people in front of a bunch of other people all over the screens, that everyone can see. So it's very delicate also. These people are saying like it didn't have to be like this. We didn't want to shoot. Just everybody here agree to de-escalate, put your weapons down, and we can have a talk. We can have a discussion right here if we need to. That's perfectly fine.
Right.
But we're not leaving until we get assurances.
I'll push in forward in front of King again, and I'll say, right now there's lives at risk inside there. Lives of friends, lives of people that I know, people that I need to save them. We need to help them. So, for the last time, for the love of any god that you might pray to, let us go through. We will solve this later. I promise. I give you my word.
You don't think our lives are at risk and our families' lives are at risk? If you hold a portal open and let that stuff through again, we could have all died last time and we could all die next time. You're messing with things you shouldn't be messing with.
I'll step one step forward into the clear zone between the two groups with both
Yeah,
hands
why don't you
up.
just send
Braves.
yourself through the portal?
Braves, do not.
What?
They are not here to discuss. Pull back. Pull back.
But
You suck.
They've already engaged inside. We do not know the situation. They're not telling us the situation. We could be facing. All of our troops in there could be dead.
Napo baby.
We've
I'll
no
step back.
confirmation they're alive.
Parko, inside, the dust is clearing from your attacks. There's 4 dead on the ground or knocked out, unsure, because you're in a mech.
Alexa, shout "stand down" in 20 different languages.
Simi.
The first time didn't work for 10.
I definitely don't know how to say this. Listen to it.
He's been practicing that Duolingo.
Você não pode nos parar?
yeah, you can't stop us. Você não
Yeah,
pode nos
it
parar.
is shouted from inside Graves' mech.
I mean, I very much can stop them. I am just choosing not to open fire with the giant spinning machine gun that's hanging on one arm.
Yeah. So you just have it pointed directly into the mech, basically.
Yeah, just spinning, just like all red and ready to fire, just like menacingly.
Yeah, that dude will probably like jump out and try and just run down the hall, like run away.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. That's good enough for me.
All right, cool.
Alexa, how many enemies were left? Let's count. Let's all lean forward and
Everybody
let's
you
look.
saw is either on the ground or has fled. One fled.
All right, I'll start radioing it then.
Okay, you radio in, I
Okay,
guess, to
combatants.
OS.
You know, one wild in the building, 4 on the ground, last seen fleeing, whatever direction that was.
I guess Morissette's on the comms. She says, you know, what's the situation in there? What was the goal?
They were trying to steal the mechs.
They were trying to steal the mechs? Not very many people know how to pilot them.
One was in King's mech. Is that who you said? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but I meant Graves, because
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I
the
don't
other
know the
one's
difference
destroyed.
yet either. So
Yeah.
Wow. Great.
So one was in Graves' mech.
Kingland.
So are there more in the building? What's the rest of the status?
yeah, you would have reported the one fleeing.
Yeah. There's also probably more.
Yeah.
Since they cleared all the rooms.
I'm also going to radio into OS for orders.
Okay. Oh,
Pretty much the same thing. We got confirmation of life inside, or are we opening fire? They're holding guns. They're pointing guns at us as we speak.
We have confirmation that there are some inside. There are more hostages inside, we believe. The head count isn't accurate, so they must be holding people inside.
Okay.
We're
Doug has joined
stalling
the
until
terrorists.
Doug
Have we-
has joined the terrorists. Is
Have
that
we got
true?
confirmation of
Yeah,
where
I
his
didn't
mech
join
is?
the terror. I'm with the protesters.
They've got guns pointing at us.
At
They're
this point, it's
No,
unclear who is who.
There are guns
the-
pointed at you.
Yeah, but I'm not a
Doug's
terrorist.
loyalty
though.
is
So in this line that you're in now,
Questionable.
Doug, they are pointing guns through the people, not at the people.
Yeah, I
through
know.
them. Like
I
you
know, but
are-
I am. Yeah, but those are different. There's like three different factions here. There's
No.
you, the protesters, and then the terrorists.
No, the protesters have guns.
I don't know if that's gonna hold up in court, Doug.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Wait, is
but
that true, Hart?
I don't think you're
line of
beating the allegations.
protesters?
There's like a line of people behind the protesters have guns pointed through the protesters, not at them, through them. They're using the protesters as like cover, and the protesters are cool
Yeah, I
with
know,
it.
and I'm a protester, and I'm not I'm not with the Brazilian
You
terrorists.
just don't have a gun. It's the only difference.
Oh, I'm not a Jan 6 protester. What are you talking
I've
about?
radioed it in. It looks like you're a terrorist. Have we?
I'm a
Commander,
protester.
have we got confirmed location of
Okay,
Doug's
whatever.
mech? I'm worried he's
I-
gone rogue.
I'm fine with dying with my protester friends.
Literally standing there as a human shield for them.
Do we have
I'm
confirmed
a
what?
At no point you're like, I'm a hostage now. You're still.
I know they
acting
don't
as a
have
terrorist.
this in the UK, but there's a difference.
OS, what's the status? It's chaos out here.
Of what protesters do.
As long as
America.
there are still hostages in the building, we're waiting to try and de-escalate. The shots seem to have been localized in the mech location. It seems like they were trying to. Well, according to Parko, it seems like they were trying to pilot a mech, but that sort of competency is unlikely.
Spark okay?
Parko is fine. He's in his mech. We're
Music starts
hearing.
blasting out
Yeah.
now that it's wartime. Okay, Owen, switch off Alexa, switch on speakers.
We're hearing "Bleed It Out" from inside the building.
Well, that seems like him. All right.
I don't know. That could be a battle, or he could just be working on the coolant lines. It's hard to tell.
Nice.
Where the wall's broken, is there any sort of possibility I could climb that without being seen? Well, not even without being seen, but could I climb in?
You're right. There is a new opening. Here you go.
Okay. First thing I do is I'm going to pull back and then activate my stealth suit.
You have a pilot stealth suit?
Yes.
Okay.
Stealth hard suit.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's cool.
It's one of the 3 options.
Yeah, I have one.
Oh.
It's one of the best ones. Okay. I have 4 advantages here, so I'm going to use my.
It's a Metal Gear
Max is
Solid
3.
style.
Come on. I'm rolling this dice over here.
Possibly a box.
Is it just never mind, it's not advantages. Just a flat plus, isn't it, when you've got
I
bonuses?
think I think for the pilot, yeah.
Was it even a good roll? Yeah, I'm agreeing. I think you have to hold R to make it go further, but it's a 4
No!
plus 8. So plus 4, so 8.
What
Right,
Gob does is
insane.
he hits a bunch of times in
Yeah,
the air.
I just spam it.
Oh,
But
no, I think if you hold it.
Oh, oops. Yeah, there's the problem though. If you hit
Oh,
something
yeah,
else.
yeah, you also hit other stuff, yeah.
The heck? Why did it go like a terrible roll then? Alright, 8.
I do think you would
Yeah.
have advantage from some sort of suit, or not advantage. We'll give you this or a die. This is whatever. You can roll that one. 2,
Not great.
10.
So 10.
Yeah. So when you enter, you're probably hidden from outside, but inside, you basically walk into or sneak into a hostage situation. So inside, there's a bunch of people on the ground, like like a bank robbery, like cowering with people standing over them with guns. They've had guns the whole time, so it looks like they cleared everyone from the rest of the building and brought them all to one central location. And you're not in the mech area either. The wall must have been blown out sort of all the way down the building, so you're down the hall, I guess, in a larger open building or open room.
Okay. So are they blocking my access to the mech room?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
guarding this room like they're waiting on the bank vault to be emptied, basically. That kind of style.
Okay.
Oh, and
case.
you hear
Do it.
oh my gosh,
I
what is
have
this
a
word?
date. I'm activating my data plating, which allows me to quickly translate to nearly any language. You can say it in English
Nice.
if you like.
You saved hearts. And
Pique
you
e
took away
bailo?
my. Oh, what?
And okay, so it automatically translates into English for me,
Is
huh?
that how you say it? Oh
didn't hear
no, never mind. Hold on. Let me say it.
Okay, I'll at least say it, but you gotta tell me in English as well.
Hold on! I'm using my Brazilian translator.
Hey, I thought it was me. I was your Brazilian translator.
You are.
Wow.
That's the
Thought you were the
point. Give me
Portuguese
1
translator.
second.
Okay.
Fique abaixado.
Yep.
Ay,
that
baixado.
was pretty good.
Okay, what does that mean, Gob?
Stay down.
Okay.
But you hear it in Portuguese.
Yeah, but I translate it immediately. Okay.
He's got
Does your little thingy make noise out loud?
No, it allows the users to communicate with each other all but silently.
Damn, that's
okay.
cool.
So you got
Okay.
AirPods, got it.
Yeah, pretty much. They also all com linked. So I'm going to try and get in touch with Parker. Again, all but silently.
All but silently. Okay, so
It
you're
says it.
texting.
Allows users to communicate with each other all but silently. That's what
Okay.
it says.
Then we'll have to. Well, let's make it short sentences like you're texting then.
Yes. How many are held hostage? Because that's what I'll be relaying.
How many people would be in this
And
building?
by how many? I can see.
Probably. I mean, it's got to be at least 20 people. Bunch of mechanics and stuff. They work shifts around the clock to try and get these things all
Yeah.
ready. So, I would say like 20 people.
So yeah, it'd be relay to OS, 20 hostages. How many hostage takers?
Probably. I mean, it's military, so I would say there's 8 in here.
Okay, 8 in mech, I guess mech access corridor.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna call it that.
And these are like the mechanics that work on your mechs, the scientists that work on your
Mhm.
mechs. So they're not just like
Yeah, high priority hostages as well.
unknown people. Yeah.
Yeah. So you get basically a little blip on your mech with that message sort of scrolling through.
All right. I mean, there's not a lot I can do in the mech though without killing the hostages too. I don't have small arm
Oh, yeah.
fire.
Mortal away.
You missed the bit at the beginning. Reload to OS.
Oh, yeah, no,
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
relay
yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah.
That
I mean,
that
I'm in the
message
mech,
goes
so I'm
to
assuming communications are open.
Yeah, sure. You could also send it to Soto, right? You said everyone has communication, so Soto would tell Morissette.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it like
Um,
message where they can talk back to you, or is it only you going out?
It allows sub-vocal communication and persistent heads-up / augmented reality displays without wearing a helmet.
Crazy.
So it just says, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So is there any other rooms in this corridor that I could get through to? Just sort of like,
Probably not without going through them. No.
okay. Right. I think I will climb back out the hole for now. Then, if I can't take on 8
Okay.
people without killing all the hostages.
All right.
I mean, I have got a thermite charge, but.
Anyone
Right.
else? Anywhere else?
I mean, I'm still shocked, and I don't know what to do except for I'll stay here and try to de-escalate any potential armed conflict in this, like, the outside area where people are most concentrated, both on
Yeah.
the side of street and the side of the terrorist protestants or whatever.
It's very
I'll
tense,
stay here.
but there have been no additional shots fired. They are agreeing. It seems like with y'all as well.
I'll try to keep
yeah.
it that way, while
Okay.
still keeping tabs and looking askance at Doug.
Have I found Morissette
Cool.
or Henson?
Yeah. You're probably in the command room by now. Morissette's in front of like a bunch of screens, on those old like NASA style communication rooms, or if you've ever seen like the dispatch rooms for 911 or something like that.
Okay. Do you guys have a plan on what's happening?
Well, obviously we could just take them out at any time. I'm sure they know that. So this must be, we're assuming, a performative stunt, or they have some other objective that we're not aware of, because
It's just a break, bro.
I can't believe that this is anything other than trying to make themselves be heard or make their message be heard. And as far as we know, there are no casualties. We just don't really
dead.
understand the point. One dead.
I mean, have you talked to them?
We have individuals on scene who are negotiating and attempting to de-escalate, along with Graves, who is attempting to de-escalate.
Uh-huh. I mean, I feel like there should be a little bit more communication than just Graves.
Oh, for sure. There would be people also there who are like hostage negotiators and stuff. It's not like there's dozens and dozens of people there. We're just sort of allowing y'all to talk also, but they would be trying to de-escalate, and that's why everyone's sort of agreeing. They're all standing in lines, on the opposite side of a little street area, just talking back and forth, yelling at each other or trying to de-escalate or whatever. So they're there for sure.
Okay.
It's not
It's not like
Morissette's like, I'm not going there directly. They don't this isn't something that I need to respond to. I'll handle things from here, and the people who are skilled at these discussions can handle the de-escalation.
Okay, but
Just trying to get
don't
to the
they
cafeteria.
don't they need like authority and stuff if they're trying to negotiate? Like they're
Equal
not
snacks
just
for
gonna
equal
accept the
people.
negotiators' word without proof of authority.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm sure they would. I think we're all aware of, our military hierarchy, but the negotiators, we're in contact with them as well. So anything they want to set up or plan for, we will work through from here and also handle all the other quickly moving pieces.
You say so, but if portal opens up right now, like that's gonna be unsurmountable at this point.
Well, if sunset occurs now, we go in. The only reason we're not going in is because there's not a direct threat to our people on the ground or to streets operations.
It feels like a direct threat to me, I guess.
Do you?
I mean,
Why is that?
if we can't get in to get our mechs, well, mine's not even there, but if we have to do it as a Russian thing because there's a sunset, that's just going to cause a lot of chaos.
True, but what if there's no sunset? What if we just kill these 40 individuals in front of this building in front of everyone in street?
I'm not saying to do that. I don't think that's a good idea.
Well,
what if there was a
people.
sunset? Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Command.
Yes.
A couple of points. When I was in there, they were talking a different language. My device is saying it's Brazilian. That seems very unusual to communicate with hostages in a different language. I think this may be a force from a hostile nation.
Okay, well, technically Brazilian, not a language, but I'm
well,
gonna look over that.
2076, by the way it's going, I would
by
totally
then,
argue that we would,
absolutely.
we would be completely different from Portugal, because come on.
Okay, sure.
It's like Spanish. It will be Mexican by then.
Yeah. All right. We also say that Mexicans speak Spanish, but sure. I'll accept it.
No.
So, somewhere in the 2060s, Brazil decided they had their own language. So
you guys immediately decided you have American English.
I would say that right now,
come
to
on.
be honest, but
They have their own language now.
Okay, sure.
It's called Portuguese.
All right.
Sure. All right. They're speaking Brazilian. Got it.
Yes.
Can I sort of read a situation here to look for subtext motives and threats in these generals?
Nice.
Okay.
Over here.
Nice.
19 plus 2.
Okay. Motives? Wait, motives what? Subtext?
Look for subtext, motives, or threats in a situation or person.
Sure. You're standing in a room with
like what they're not saying. I feel like they know more than.
You're standing in a room with all these screens, all this information in front of you. You're trying to assess all the threats.
Mhm.
Basically, what you know is there's a protest force who's surrounding a building that was recently designed and changed in order to put the mechs into. So it doesn't have the normal protections and everything that the other main buildings do. It also appears that there's an additional force inside, um, not really on the same target or goal as the people outside say they're on. Um, and the people outside are basically yelling and agreeing and saying this is exactly what we want, but they're not doing anything beyond that. Like, the people outside completely agree that
Mhm.
they have everyone's attention and they want a discussion and they want the attention and they want to stop doing it, so they want to have meetings. People are agreeing to the meetings, but they're not moving and they're not stopping.
Okay.
There's something fishy going
Do
on for
we
sure.
do we just need to schedule a Zoom meeting to get them to disperse or something? Can we send out a mass invite? Then you got to do the poll to see when everybody's available.
Can I ask another quick question of command?
Sure.
With all these screens hijacked, are we sure that we could send out a sunset signal if needed?
Yes. I think that is a system that would override everything they could possibly do.
Okay, that's good.
The sunset system has like 17 different backups. So Morissette is confident that that can still occur. And even if not, like, the buildings are wired into it. The lights flash. Like, every system is tied to it. So, yeah.
Okay, as long as we're confident they're not using that said system to broadcast this.
Oh yeah, no. This is more like a tech attack hijack kind of
Mhm.
thing, where they're just broadcasting onto all the screens. What do you think's going on, Soto? In command.
What do I think is going on in command? I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like we're doing, I don't know, experiments or something that isn't necessarily in the best interest of everyone. Perhaps.
You know, those sound like Doug thoughts. First off,
I know,
Yeah,
right?
that's-
I've been listening to Doug too much. I don't know. I think
WWW.
maybe they don't understand what's going on or something
okay.
fully either. But we're in a
Well.
dire situation in general, just existing in the world how it is. So
Yeah, but these people seem to be saying that yes, the situation is dire, but in theory, if we stopped messing with it, we could exist like people are existing all over the world. We just probably couldn't have something like Street. We couldn't have a big, rich community, but we could still live, is what they seem to be saying. And that if you keep messing with the portals and stuff, that you might force one open and not be able to stop it, or something might come through that destroys Street and then it kills everyone else, you know, over time, or something like that. But what they're really asking for is, we want to set up meetings, we want representation, we do want to stop Street, but right now we just want to be involved in the process. And then when the other side says, yeah, okay, we can work on that, we can get a Zoom meeting set up, they're not moving.
Right. They don't want to work with them because they don't want to dismantle Street.
Oh no,
Right?
Street is agreeing to have the meetings and stuff.
I
The
misunderstood.
people,
Okay.
the protesters aren't moving.
It's
Got
just
it.
still
So
standing
they
there.
do. Okay, got it. So they
just
don't
to
really
get our
want.
public image
yeah.
on the gutter.
Don't really want.
So I think what he's trying to say, if you don't mind, is he's saying all of their demands are met, and yet they're still not moving.
Right. Okay.
Because they are here just to be a a lose-lose scenario for us. If we shoot, we're the bad guys. If we don't shoot, they get time to steal our mech and do everything they want to. So
Here you go. Enjoy this roll. Sort of a perception making a connection kind of roll.
oh, that's probably Soto then.
Oh no, well it was for you because you said it out loud.
No, but Gob said it, not Graves. Graves
Okay,
is just still
fine.
trying to
Gob,
like.
that's fine because
Here you
Gob is
go.
rolling the dice.
Yeah,
fair
God can
enough.
roll the dice.
Sure. Sure.
Hey,
19.
Damn,
Great.
19. Yeah.
can't say it didn't
Yeah.
roll either.
You're getting well, first off, you've been working out. It's been a long,
Yeah.
stressful week of working out. This is taking a long time. It
Sore
doesn't
all
make
over.
sense. It feels like you're taking a lot of time here.
Time. They're buying time for something. If it's not for the guys inside, then what would it be? Shoot. Oh, okay. I'll step up.
Okay.
I'll raise my hands once again. And I'll say,
Okay.
You're in the back.
all right.
Doug? What'd you
Here's
say,
an
Doug?
ultimatum.
Hold on. What'd you say, Doug?
I said sir in the back.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sir in the back.
We want charcuterie boards. We want charcuterie boards.
Here's an ultimatum. And after that, I can't guarantee anything else is going to happen in a peaceful way.
Ultimatums. That's what my ex-wife gave me.
We desperately need to go in. And it's... Your demands will be met, and let it be known that you will have your meetings, and you will be heard as you want. You won. You can disperse now. Can you hear that, everyone? You can disperse now. Your demands will be met as quickly and swiftly as possible.
We hear
We
you.
can't. We have
but-
guns pointed at us.
Yeah, they're all still holding their guns. The military here is gonna kill us as soon as we lay down our arms.
Whew, I don't think I have the authority to tell them to lower their guns. I guess I do. I'm a lieutenant colonel.
Graves, can I have a word
Yeah.
with you? Back here quickly.
Sure. What's going on?
The hostages, if we engage with these and try and save these hostages first, we either save all the hostages at once or we choose a group. The group inside are the engineers, the people that we need to keep street running. I don't really know how we get them safe, and that has to be, it's awful, but that has to be our priority. Ideally, we get both groups safe, but
If we de-escalate
and we need to
here
really
and
save
tell-
Doug, because he is also very valuable as a pilot.
If we tell
And his outreach program for farming and teaching children farming is really helping the community.
First of all, that's bullshit. Second of all, if we tell our
That's bullshit.
troops to lower their guns, what do you think will happen?
No, I'm saying I think these people out front, if we can't think of a solution now with commanding and cells, they are doomed because our focus has to be the people in the back. We have to like breach and kill the people holding the hostages as quick as possible because I don't think they're going to let them free. Whatever they're doing, that they are stalling. They're holding hostages for a reason, and I can't believe that they'd want the mechs and not the engineers.
Right. Do you have a quick way inside then?
We can get through the breach, but there's 8 people in there, and there's other people potentially in other rooms, but
Damn! If they
I
only
think-
had a cannon that can shoot you in the sky and make you parachute.
I think if we get everyone but Doug together, we could maybe breach and clear. We might lose some, and that's awful to think, but
I
we're
think the
better off
people at the
losing
front.
some than everyone.
Yeah, I honestly think they probably have orders not to shoot the engineers because if they need mechs, they need these people.
Fair enough.
They're the ones
Alright,
that
lead
run
the way
these
then.
machines. No, I'm saying if we breach that, we might have those ones at the front turn around. If we put our people behind cover, they feel like they can take cover in the building. So we don't immediately shoot. They might keep those people alive, maybe, and turn around to engage us inside. But right, my theory is if we lay some charges at the end of the hall, away from the hostages, and away from the kingdom as well, it will cause a distraction. They either shoot the hostages or they don't, and they turn, and then we can attack from both sides.
Fair enough.
But
I will trust your tactical
is our-
judgment any time over mine.
Well, yeah, I'll have to clear it at command, but I do not like how long they're taking in there. We don't know where Doug's mech is.
Doug's mech is also in there.
Oh, okay.
There's 3 mechs in there.
Okay, that's fine. I thought they were in different rooms because you
No,
just
well,
talking about graves and buggers.
it's like a big sort of
Okay.
space for the mechs, and then different space where the hostages are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, I'll get suited
Yeah,
up.
we'll have to get command on a board because
Command will like send soldiers with you, of course. It's just
Yeah.
not going to be stealthy.
oh no,
Meanwhile, inside, Parko, what you doing?
Sheesh.
Parko is silent and listening to music.
Sorry, say that again. Yeah, I was.
No problem.
Faint.
What are you doing in the building?
I'm basically holding down the mech room, in case any other incursions happen, because, we cannot lose the mechs, as
Yeah.
everybody keeps saying, for the safety of humanity. I guess sweeping sensors and stuff for people that are in here.
Oh,
Is anybody
sweeping
still in the other mech?
sensors. Here you go.
I don't like how he says that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's rolling it like hard.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez. It's 6.
Oh.
Got stopped by the table, man. That's bad luck. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why the R is better.
Crazy. His senses are overwhelmed by some crazy loud music.
I got +2 to spot, so it'd be an 8.
Spot 8. Something's interfering with your sensors.
Oh, flick-
Close range. Something's interfering.
let me flick a few switches, try it a second time, and then ask command if they're seeing this.
Command. Well, comms are going through, so it doesn't seem like it's like a like radio wave
Jammer?
sort of jammer or anything like that. It's more like we're getting some sort of reading or sensing something from the building. But the only thing in there besides our communication stuff is the mechs.
There's all right, let's take a look at the mechs again then, I guess.
Okay, you gonna stay in yours?
Am I sure the bodies are not moving on the ground?
Oh, the bodies are not moving. Yeah.
All right, let's pull my sidearm
One of
out of
them's
wherever
through the
it's
wall.
stashed. Yeah, we'll pull my sidearm wherever it's stashed out there, and then let's get
Okay.
out and go take a look.
All right. You gonna look at the other mechs?
Yeah, let's go examine the other mechs now.
Cool. When you hop in to the what's his name? Graves? Graves' mech?
Yeah.
Nailed it. Ah. Uh-oh. Ah, not this again.
Uh-oh.
But it's not purple. We can mess with it.
Whoops. 6, 7.
Counting down.
Is that it? Let's see. Oh wait, how do I do this? Yeah. There you go.
Whoa.
There's a countdown timer on his mech.
Yes. Installed
Oh, fuck.
into the self-destruct buttons.
Oh no.
What was that, Parker?
Whoa! Oh my God! It's gonna blow! It's gonna blow!
Okay,
Where's
we
the
gotta go, we
autopilot?
gotta
Where's the
go,
autopilot
Chris.
button?
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna deploy my thermite charge on the back wall with.
Do you have autopilot installed in your mech?
I don't. Well, my new
No.
mech would have.
No?
No, it wouldn't. Never mind.
No. All right. Cool. Then there is no autopilot, Parko.
Damn it! Where's the red wire?
Wait, let me check, because I did just upgrade it, but I don't think I put it in.
Okay,
Mark
yeah, no rush.
II. Yeah, no rush. Yeah, there's sorry, none.
All right. Are you gonna tell command what's happening?
Yeah, I'm going command. We're going to breach. Parker said there's an explosive in the mech. He said there's a timer. He didn't say how long.
Parko, what's the timer? What's the timer at?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, at 5 minutes, we'll clear the whole building no matter what happens.
What's that? I'm just going to say this as well to Graves, like a local constant.
Yeah.
Graves, do you think this is too much of a coincidence that they want us to stop investigating the portals? This is a military action to destroy the mechs.
Yeah, I don't know.
This could be this other civilization that we're talking about.
There's a lot of
And if this
weird coincidence going on.
I think Doug's going to get his nuclear wish at this point.
Yeah, he does keep telling us about this Fallout thing. All right, we breaching?
At 5 minutes, we're breaching.
Well,
Okay.
No, I think they're leveling the building at 5 minutes.
Street is gonna take everything out, every person out of this building at 5 minutes.
Oh, right. We're going now. Okay.
Okay.
I put the thumb out a reasonable way away from where the hostages were, based on my own visual, gas work.
Okay.
I'm going
just
to
throw
breach for
it?
the team. No, I attach it to the wall. It's a charge.
Oh, okay. Well, sure.
Like a mine. So, yeah, I get that. And then as soon as Graves is ready to go through the side entrance, I would blade this open and go in with my team.
Okay.
You're ready
You
to start on
guys
joining
transfer?
us?
I'll do a 5-second countdown.
Yeah, Soda, what are you doing?
I mean, I would start moving that way, but I don't know if I'm even gonna get there in time.
I
don't know distance, so. I do have
Even if
get
it's-
somewhere quickly.
You can drag my corpse out.
Okay, yeah, then if you have a skill to do it, then that makes sense. You're like prepped and ready to do this, Joan.
Okay.
You drove a Jeep there or something, so you could drive back.
Okay.
The thermite goes off. These people react like kind of dumb, I guess, and turn and start shooting towards it, like they think they're
Yep.
being breached from that side.
Yep.
So
And
they
so I'm waiting.
they take cover and start firing down the hallway towards the thermite.
Great. Graves, this is your time. Go behind them.
Okay. I'll try to sneak in and get into a safe position.
All right, cool.
Good hearty cover.
And are you gonna attack them?
Where's my let's see those.
You've got this kind of time.
narrative profile?
It doesn't matter what it is.
I
If you
know.
want it.
Okay, I found it. Yeah, I'll pull out my medium signature weapon and I'll shit, I kind of want to. There are 8 people here?
We don't have
Yeah?
time.
Fine, I'll shoot to kill. I'll choose the closest target.
Okay, cool. Just roll your die. Any die, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Nice.
13 plus probably something? I don't know.
Yeah, at least 2, I would assume.
4 damage.
Yeah.
That went
Well-
plus 4 because I got the same.
You fire and kill 2 of them. The rest of the team pushes through,
And then I
and starts firing. You shoot from the other side. If
Yeah.
you'll roll this as well.
push. That works better. Yeah.
Ooh,
6.
6.
Oof. Only a 6.
You
I
take
don't
out
know the
one.
bonuses.
The firefight continues. Soda rolls up from behind. If you'll roll also,
What am I rolling? This?
just this D20. Just hit it.
Oops, sorry. I
Nope.
I didn't hit it. I
I mean,
picked it.
All
I was,
right,
I was,
all
I was
right.
off the screen.
Roll.
Oh
well.
gosh,
Still.
she shows up late. She's missing. She's
I
firing.
don't
into
have
the
my
building.
sidearm.
Yeah. They're
Randall
missing
successfully
also. So y'all take out the rest of them. The hostages are pretty safe. You hear a bunch of firefighting occur outside. Everybody's shooting
fuck.
outside now. Doug, the people behind you and next to you are shooting guns, and people are shooting back at you.
Doug, the timer.
Duck.
You're gonna duck and run?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. If
You're
you'll
Go
roll
Go to the
this,
cafeteria. I go to the hospital. The cafeteria.
if you'll roll
Wow,
this
we're
to
trying to
just
get-
see how you escape. Oh,
All right,
he's
here we
throwing
go.
it. Oh, he hit Soda with it. 7. You take a round of the arm. You don't know which side it comes from.
Sick.
But yeah,
Purple heart.
you
Nice.
you move away. What's happening inside? Parko, you good?
I'm going to the engineers.
I know how
Go
to
to my
blow stuff
room.
up. I have blow something up +4 to explosives. I could disarm this for sure.
I mean, it's gonna blow up no matter what. But yeah, if you want to try and disarm it, that's cool. Here you go.
No matter what he says.
Yeah.
We do have evasion levels on our armor. Just saying.
Yeah, we do. But he got hit. Just hit.
No.
3,
7
God.
+4.
gonna
7. You're sure it's gonna blow up.
It's gonna blow! Oh my god, it's gonna blow! It's gonna
You-
bomb worse than my first
Damn it.
concert!
Parko, stop shouting over the comms.
you can
Engineers,
try
the
and
mechs that are designed to
remove
blow
it.
them up.
Activate the bunker.
Yeah, you
Activate
can
I'm
all
not
the
in that mech, it's in
shields
the other
on.
mech, but that's a good idea. Yeah,
Activate all the
where's Doug's
shields.
mech? We're gonna go. I'm gonna get out of my mech,
Uh-huh.
or whichever mech I'm in currently, the one that's rigged to blow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find Doug's mech, and I'm gonna activate his shield protocol.
Okay, what's it do?
It drops like a shield over him. Wouldn't it help contain the explosion? Does it keep
He
things
also
in
has
as well as?
He also has a bunker as well.
Okay. Is it capable of like coming off of the mech and putting around the device
Yeah,
or
it-
something?
It's it's like deployable. I think
It's
his
that
shield's
shield
like a
generator.
deployable thing. Yeah.
Okay. So
we're-
you just got to get the bomb off then,
Yeah.
right?
Well, excuse me. I was assuming more that we would just deploy the shield generator around the mech and contain the explosion.
Well, it's in the other mech. It's in
Yeah, we do.
Graves's mech. The bomb is in Graves's mech,
Mhm.
going to set off the self-destruct. So you would protect one mech if you protect the mech you're in.
Too
No,
many.
I was wanting
He's-
to
Right.
deploy.
No, he wants to put it
Yeah, go ahead,
around
sorry.
the.
I think what I was saying is it's going to blow it up anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna lose at least one mech currently.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I
but I
want
think he wants
to-
to put the generator around the mech that has the bomb in it, so it contains the explosion.
There's a lot of thinking we don't have time for right now. We need action.
Graves, they're gonna blow up your mech.
That's what he's. That's what he's.
Yeah,
Graves.
I was gonna blow up Graves' mech.
Go secure the way for the hostages. I'm going to try and get some of these people to help disarm the
Yeah,
bombs.
I'm
And
gonna
get a
help.
team of trained engineers.
Oh,
Out of the
snap! That's a
building.
good point.
Yeah.
They are engineers.
I'm getting them out, I'm getting in the building to save the mechs.
All right.
Oh.
Pick an engineer with this role.
Okay, I pick up someone who looks really,
team.
really, yeah,
Yeah.
A team that looks not like shaken that much. Ah, damn it! 9 plus whatever that
9?
that
Okay.
engineer has.
Yeah, sure. I'll roll this.
Can I
Ooh,
also?
1. All right. What are you doing,
That
Soda?
means
He'll have some
first.
Can I
base. He'll have
also
some
kinda-
base skill. Huh?
Also, kind of look for engineer.
Sure. Yeah. Roll.
Oh,
Just hit. Yeah.
I wasn't.
Okay.
thinking.
Like-
Fuck's sake.
That's
Yeah.
11.
So now there's 2 engineers working on it. I'm gonna roll.
Oh, send another one from the ones
Okay,
I'm
sure.
saving. You
10.
look confident. Go.
13. All right. So there's 3 of them. I'm gonna roll this twice. Let's go higher than 15.
Hey.
Snap 20. The engineers are all in this mech and managed to pull it off before it goes off. But they're sweating. Like, these are just people you pulled from the floor of a hostage situation and
yeah,
said,
I'm with
go
them.
fix this.
I'm with them. I'm sweating. I've been shot at.
Or you're gonna
Yeah.
die.
Well, Right. And then I'm gonna try.
Immediately
Like,
communicate
we gotta keep
back.
moving.
We gotta communicate back immediately, so they
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
explode the whole
I'll
building.
Yeah.
still be clearing the way.
The command is saying like, if you can't get the bomb out, just get out. Like we need you and we need the mechs, but we need you to pilot the mechs. Training new people is ridiculous at this point. Like, they're arguing with you. You're pulling people off the floor. They're getting in. They're arguing with each other and pulling wires and stuff off. And then they manage to get the device free of the self-destruct, and it stops at 11 seconds. And the guy holding it is just like shaking with it in his hands, but it doesn't blow up after 11 seconds. And then he just like sets it down and lays down on the ground.
Yeah.
The firefight has died down outside. As you emerge, there's lots of dead bodies out here. They're all over the place.
Damn.
Sucks, Grace, but we had to save the engineers, and it paid off. I know Parker was gonna. He had a plan, but we left.
Yeah,
at
no,
least
we got
one
it.
mech
That's better.
destroyed.
Yeah, no, that's better.
I don't know what's
He
going
says
on, but
begrudgingly. Music suddenly turned up louder for no apparent reason.
there's something very fishy going on, and it started with the apparent sabotage a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And now this, and then
Look.
the cable getting cut. There's something
Hey.
afoot, and
Well,
There's
I
an inside
think we should
person.
just.
the
This
cable
may sound
was
like
horrible,
Doug.
for the record.
Yeah. This may sound
Hear
like a
the voice
Doug
of God.
thought, but I think we should check this building for a portal. And I think we should get Dr. Lum in here as well to see these residuals, because they came from nowhere. This force.
yeah, let's secure the area. That sounds like a good plan.
All right, cool. You secure the area with your mechs if you'd like. That's fine.
Apocalypse Rail charge to full. No, just kidding.
The
No
building
full
is
auto in
vibrating.
buildings.
Cool. You're welcome to like do any research you want, I guess, if you want to check the scene and stuff like that. Doug, you're being treated for gunshot wound to the arm.
Yeah, get my medal.
I don't know if you get a medal for joining a protest.
Yeah, you should get a medal in between your wrists called a handcuff.
I need my. No, I was just trying to get to the cafeteria. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Next session is the military tribunal against Doug.
Right.
Oh no, the timer restarted.
Oh no! Quick, throw it away!
Throw it away.
Damn. Today was not a session I was thinking it was gonna be. Well, so do we have like a few days ahead or okay?
For sure.
So we would go over the incident with the higher ups, right? The higher echelon?
Of course. Yeah. Debrief as always. This one's more like step by step. What happened? Why were you there? Kind of thing. Lots of people brought in to investigate.
Right. I'll in this meeting I'll bring up the subject and say, do we not know of any popular group or terrorist group within Street itself? Because this could not have come out like out of nowhere. We had to have some suspicion, some group that I don't know.
Group that had the public's ear as well, enough to get them grouped up before they were taken hostage as well.
We do, of course, monitor all sorts of groups and organizations, even outside of Street. It's not like the dissolution of so many countries didn't lead to upset in a lot of pockets of the world, or differing opinions. And of course, as we need the strongest minds, the strongest people here, we of course bring people from all over the world. We do vet them, but with the recent advances in technology and experimentation, at least early reports seem to indicate that a group that's been here sort of the whole time has found stronger footing, as it were. And it looks like they took this opportunity to make their presence known.
Do we know now that it happened
Saboteurs.
anything about this group?
Upon identifying all of these people by their records that we have, it does seem like they have been here in Street for quite a while. Some of them even back to the founding of Street in 2070, I think it was. Anyway, but I'm sure you know, people's opinions change over time, and seeing something like the portal seems to have aggravated them, at least from what we can gather from conversations with their friends and relatives.
To destroy the mechs, that's suicide. Like,
Right.
this place is still too big. If you haven't, it will create portals, and they'd have no way to defend themselves. It seems insane.
That is absolutely true.
Something weird going on. Who gave these guns to these people? Like, some of them were real old guns, like was Kalashnikovs or something? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Some of these weapons may have been brought over from overseas. Well, everywhere's overseas from here. It's Australia. You know, some of them are military individuals. For example, we saw someone who appeared to look like Doug. We have interrogated the individual. He admitted to it, and said he was part of this faction. So, we will be placing him into detention. However,
Nice
yeah.
save. Identity
Understood.
theft is no joke. Millions suffer every year. Well, good to know that our Doug isn't a
It
terrorist.
in an hour. Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Well, Doug does have alternative views on a lot of stuff, and he's welcome to express them. But also, he's part of the team and part of the mission, and to lose him would be devastating to the team, whatever you're called. I think Jones was saying team
Don't.
6 or something.
I thought
No,
it was
don't.
SG1, but okay.
Well, yeah, we did decide that once, didn't we?
SG1. What does that
Uh-huh.
stand for?
Street Group 1.
Street Group 1. Perfect.
That was pretty good. I don't remember that, but it's pretty good.
I think she came up with that literally last time we had this conversation, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Street Group 1. That is what's on the books.
Still very odd that something like this could happen out of nowhere. I still want to know who supplied these weapons. Like, remember Russia? Russia was a thing. Well, it's not anymore, but where are these weapons coming from?
Based on the fact they spoke Brazilian, it does seem like they came from Central or South
Africa,
America.
Of course.
Cabana.
Didn't they, like, try the whole unification thing back in 2058 and it went south? Anyway, that's
Looks at a
Well-
important.
Set of map
They're
of
all
Brazil.
always south, but yes, I think so.
Are we in
Oh, he's got a lot of
Australia?
states.
Aren't they north of us?
Oh, true. Yeah, it went north. Yeah.
State of it was the state of the Amazonas. So. Minas Gerais.
Yeah, the miniature rice
Close.
state. They could probably come from there. That's a wild place, I hear.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, this it just rubs me off the wrong way.
Yeah, this is a bit unnerving.
Unfortunately, in protecting all of the people of the world, we protect people who don't agree with us too.
Well,
You're a gay.
I'm sure this will be a grim day in our history, if we have one.
Yes.
Hmm.
Our record keepers will keep track of this, and of course, we're going to continue the investigation.
Thankfully, no
I've-
portal opened.
Yeah, that was lucky.
I'd also like to recommend these 3 engineers for the highest medal we can give them
Oh, sure.
Agreed.
for
Yeah.
disabling the bomb.
Yeah,
Which
totally.
engineers are those?
Well,
Uh,
Kyle was
Kyle,
insurmountable.
engineer
Yeah,
Kyle.
Nice.
great help.
Anthea, she was great. under pressure.
Antheo.
Anthea,
Anthea. Okay.
that's a common female name, huh?
Yeah, I know.
In 2070.
And Soto, who did you have working on this project when you grabbed them randomly from the floor?
I honestly couldn't even tell you their name. King, do you know who,
That's
who
unfortunate.
that was?
Not really, no. Sorry.
I'm just so bad with
Well,
names.
we'll
like,
ask
I
into
don't, I
that.
don't really
Yeah.
hang out with engineers.
Wow. We've just spent how long making our own mechs and you didn't learn the names?
Well, no, we were in a different place though.
What's
Those were
this?
different engineers.
I hear they immediately left
Hey.
Street after the incident, like they couldn't handle it anymore.
Ah,
No, that's just
see.
I'm just kidding.
That's too sad.
That would be a terrible loss. No, I'm just kidding. They're probably
So,
around. We should.
Why would you
probably
kid
ask
about
them.
that?
You know,
Now
there's
the time.
different methods of dealing with stress.
Yeah.
That's true.
Maybe you should try the gym again, buddy.
Or are you going to the gym?
Music I have found
no-
has been the best.
Well, I mean, you know, I've been.
I got a couple
working
old
out, you know.
bands you can listen to.
Well, if you ever need to
There you go.
spar, let me know.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. You know what? I'll hit you up and we'll train and spot or whatever it is that we do.
Your
There's
favorite
a-
machine?
I mean, they've got plenty
There's
of
a poster
spotters
on the
there,
wall.
but-
I start weirdly flexing like I know what I'm saying.
There's a poster on the wall for Doug's relaxing goat yoga.
I didn't know it had
Goat
goats.
yoga.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure you have goats, right?
Yeah, like yeah, they eat the whatever field.
Yeah,
One of
They
those-
eat
Mediocre.
weeds or something.
Yeah.
Sheep, goats, something. Sure.
How
Yeah, we have a
organic
pet-
of you?
Yeah, we have a petting zoo.
Petting
Goat
zoo and
petting
goat
zoo.
yoga. Perfect.
Don't fire the apocalypse rail
A
there.
pony ride.
Oh, it's charging.
That's under the
I'm-
bridge, under the freeway, so it doesn't get hit.
I am gonna go and winterproof my Mac before it starts snowing.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, aren't we? Does it snow here?
Braves, we're in the southern hemisphere.
But
Australia, though.
like
Australia. Yeah,
it's
we're plenty of
Bendigo,
snow.
isn't it, or some other place in
Wait,
Australia?
where
I
are we
don't
in
remember
Australia?
where.
Because yeah, if it's in the center, no, it's a desert.
The very first
Yeah.
south. Wasn't it Sydney?
It-
Not Sydney. Carnegie. Let me make
It's
sure.
upside down, so it snows where it usually doesn't.
Oh yeah, it was Carnegie. Yeah.
So like underneath objects, where it's
Cool.
Works, yeah.
Any further upkeep or recap or anything? Questions?
Draw. Untap. Upkeep.
Uh huh. Nice.
I will see. Well, my mech almost got blown up, but it
Yeah.
does have some changes.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
y'all can work on. I figured small changes would happen at the central lab, and then more extreme changes up at the Maxine's lab because, you know, their mechs blew up. So they'll continue to work on theirs up there, and yours will be re-outfitted in the central location. And then once those mechs are done, they'll be moved down, and we'll deal with that next time, I guess.
Yeah, all right.
Cool.
Cool.
Well
I,
done,
uh,
everyone. Good job.
That was a crazy session. I thought we were
Yeah.
gonna fight like a giant snake this time, or another Neopet,
But
like
it's
that
just
dragon
people.
one. That would be cool. Yeah,
Just
stupid people.
people.
Unless it's something like the I forgot the number, but that angel from Evangelion, and it's an actual person, and it gets into Shinji's mind, and it got into all these people's mind and made them rebel or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
probably thinking
you'll never know.
too
They're dead.
deep into this. Yeah.
Interesting.
Cool. Good job. Next time, we'll do some other stuff. I was gonna say some stuff, but I was like, no, never mind.
Great.
What are we doing next
Cool.
time?
But yeah,
I'll do
license
some
level
other
3.
stuff.
Yeah,
Nondescript stuff.
Make sure that's in the recap.
and yeah. Put that in the recap.
Ah, fuck the
Um,
recap. Hold on.
I'll recap. Don't worry.
No, I got it. I
No.
got it.
We need a journal entry, yeah.
Okay.
Oh shoot. I can't promise a journal entry, but
Oh,
you'll
okay.
have your recap full of everyone's contributions.
Even Doug's.
Fake Doug.
Censored.
Doug.
Gotta make sure it's
Yeah.
censored though.
Yeah.
The Doug lookalike. Definitely not Doug.
Not Doug.
Y'all know Doug was there, for the record.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh,
They just found a
okay.
full guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They found a full guy.
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, poor guy.
Yes.
He looks slightly like him. It's not even. if you had them side by side, you could totally tell that they're not the
Yeah.
same people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
All right, cool. Good job. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
you.
for the
Next
session.
time at
Yeah,
license
good.
level 3.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, you get access to new cool guns and stuff like that probably, so check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I upgraded my shit. I got like a gigantic siege cannon on my other shoulder now. It's it's ridiculous.
Yeah, my new minigun takes up 2 weapon slots because it's a super heavy
Yeah.
weapon.
Mine too. It's so fun.
I'm literally gonna bring 7 guns next time.
Dang it. I'm still just having 3 swords.
Yikes. Oh, I worked out why you were getting. Sometimes you get a extra hit with an auxiliary weapon.
Uh-huh.
If you have an auxiliary weapon on a mount, and let's say you've got like a main and auxiliary on the same mount, which is or just an auxiliary. If you use one of those, you can use the other if it's auxiliary.
Oh.
So you get like a free attack.
Okay.
It has to be on the same mount though. So if you have like a flex mount or a aux mount.
Yeah, I kind of switched around.
So for example,
I'd have a heavy mount. Because I couldn't have one on my other frame, so. I don't know if I have an aux space open.
I think yeah, it probably won't work.
Cool.
Cool.
Oh, one other thing I did want to point out, I was wrong about boosting multiple times in a turn. Apparently you can't do that. Finally found the line that said it. I was looking forever. Yeah, you can't do the same action regardless of what it is.
So we should have only been boosting once.
Yeah, these people would have got nowhere the entire round. I'm
Yeah,
glad we
no,
have
no,
trucks to
no.
move us
Definitely.
now.
Yeah. Imagine me if I spawned far away. Well, I actually I got pretty good range, so that's not as bad.
Yeah.
I walk 2 spaces, guys. 2 spaces.
Well, Ewok took like what 4 turns just to get in range of the portal.
Yeah.
It would have
Yeah, the
actually
last
been
time it
closer
was
to.
ridiculous.
It would have been closer to 12 turns.
Oof.
I also upped my
Jeez.
agility on my mech with the license level 3, so now I can move 4 spaces.
Hey.
Nice. That's the same as me. My new mech.
You guys remember my apocalypse rail? Remember
No.
that dealt like 46 damage
Yeah.
when it was fully
Yeah.
charged? Well,
Yeah.
now my siege cannon does 46 damage at any time. Just boom.
Yeah. The next
It's
monster we get is going to be
ridiculous.
insane though, because Heart's going to
Yeah?
just be able to go insane mode.
Oh, he's still
Insane
here.
mode.
Yeah,
he's
I'm still
here.
here.
Oh no,
Putting
we
our
can't
secrets.
strategize.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know y'all were having a team meeting. My bad. You're welcome to.
All right, huddle up.
All right. I'll see y'all later.
Bye.
He's
Yeah,
going to
but-
kill us next time.
The
Yeah.
thing is,
Also, I'm
this
streaming.
new
so,
weapon I got.
mean, just FYI.
Oh, cool.
Wow. Wow.
This new weapon I got costs 2 heat every time I shoot it, though.
Oof.
So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna have heat problems. Well, that's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
I'm just going to, every other turn, I'm just going to do 46 damage. My hand cannons,
If-
but they're so
Well,
short
I mean-
range, so that's probably never going to
Oh
get
yeah,
over.
yeah.
Someone's got to do damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah, whatever license level 3 monstrosity he comes up with now, can be scary.
Ugh. I haven't even looked at like how he does monster stuff. To know all the crazy stuff that they could.
He
Yeah,
posts
it's
it after a monster is
I don't. Look at that.
It's a lot of lines. It's a lot
It's
of
a lot
reading.
of
I know,
lines.
I understand.
Okay. I see that it
But it's just
exists, but
a combination of a lot of different abilities and attacks. It's just
Alright, you-
just an insane word jumble. It's awful.
Mhm.
It's a miracle he remembers half of it, honestly.
Yeah.
He doesn't until halfway through the fight, and he suddenly starts doing other abilities. You know, he's just
Yeah.
discovered again.
I mean, I don't blame him.
Yeah, I would not be able to keep track.
I can't
I
even.
keep track of my own.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't even keep track of my stuff, and I have a lot less.
I think, hey, fair. We might not be
Yes.
side by side because of the your short rangedness now, but
No, I've got a 20 range cannon. Well,
Okay.
rifle.
well, good, because I think you can also use my autoloader drone.
Oh,
I think it's
Use
not
Jeff.
only me. It just says, let's see. Yeah, I don't think there's a limit to it. Like if I deploy it, then
it loads
it's
one
just
weapon.
free to use. Oh no, never mind. It's once per round, one character adjacent to it. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, no, I don't need
Oh.
it. I get free reload on everything.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, nice.
You know, I just have to not attack or force any saves. So I just deploy a drone and then prepare to attack next turn, and that counts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys think I'll be able to like be at max range and shooting at a monster the whole fight and not like aggroing him, just chilling as like a distant artillery? Because that would
No.
be
No, because I'm always going to be near you, and he's going to attack the doubled up.
Yeah, he's definitely
yeah.
on for you guys.
Figured.
He knows the other two
You
are
can-
super tanky. He's already blown up Ica once, so he'll give her a break.
That's meta,
Maybe.
but also very true.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, I haven't
I mean-
blown up yet, so I guess that's a problem. That spells
Yeah.
trouble for me.
Oh yeah, I guess he didn't blow yours up. To be fair, you destructed it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
self-destructed, yeah. But I made a new one, so he might just want to beat it
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. It's true.
Run it through the trial by fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've already told him, like, if he gets close, I will just unload my guns and then draw aggro and die the next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Funeral.
It's
Yeah.
fine. I'll use the best one-liner for that. I'll shoot him and I'll say, "Over here, stupid." He won't
Nice.
resist it.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, impossible.
I can't believe I'm investing in heat. All I wanted to
Easy.
do is have like full hull, but I need heat right now. Heat capacity.
Yeah. Do you have different talents or whatever that assist with that then?
I got like 4 hull and 1 engineering, if that's what you're going at.
Like the talents specifically. I don't know.
Yeah, have you selected your talent, like your level 3
My
thing?
core?
I'm guessing you did when you leveled up.
Oh, the
Core bonus?
Yeah.
Yeah, your core bonus.
Yeah, I know there's like some good ones for the Harrison Armory, which is my mech, that deal with heat. But
Yeah.
there's also a really good one for general systems that give me 1d6 damage, and you know me.
Mhm.
Can't resist that burst damage, so yeah, I mean, if I overheat, it's my own fault. For sure.
I actually can't take one of the fancy
Oh.
core bonuses yet because I took another level in a different mech.
Oh.
Use a core one, which is still pretty
Oh.
damn good.
Just realized I don't think you have to
It
equip that,
needs...
don't you? Oh, this is just for my specific thing. Right.
Go to your tactical profile.
Profile. Oh, that's the
I'm just gonna-
pilot sheet.
I have to
Yeah.
share my. Yeah, and then on the left you see that like that grey box that says licenses, and then special equipment, and then mech seals, and then core bonuses.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure core bonuses is showing 1 out of 1 or two, you know.
Oh no, it shows
Should
1
be
out of 1.
max.
Okay, but I forgot
Yeah,
that
so
it's
you've got
a
your bonus
choose a
equip,
weapon,
yeah.
one weapon,
Oh,
and
right.
then once per round, when you hit with an attack, you can cause it to deal 1d6 bonus damage.
Nice.
That's why it was. I have to equip it.
Does any of you have heavy gunner?
You gonna? No.
Yeah, that's me.
Do you know what it does?
Yeah, I basically that's how I keep doing the covering fire thing.
Okay. Because I'm trying to read it, but the UI glitched and it's like
Hold on, where's
it's
it
going
at?
under some other UI that's
Tactical
overriding it.
profile, gunslinger, heavy gunner, level 1, gain covering fire as a quick action. And then that's where I do, like, I can pick somebody, and if they move, I can basically strafe them with my gun. And then the second level is hammer beat. If you successfully hit your covering fire target with the attack reaction granted by the talent, your target is immobilized until the end of the next turn. So I can basically pin them down.
All of his
Oh.
mechs are immune to immobilized.
Yeah, that's
Bullshit.
the problem,
Yeah.
though, right?
That's why I switched off my mech, because everything requires statuses.
Does it have like good bonuses when you level it up though, like the heavy gunner? Because this might not be worth it for me because my guns are heavy hitting and I gotta reload them every time, so not worth
Yeah,
it to
yeah.
deal like half damage with it. Unless
I
this
don't think
covering fire
anything more
doesn't
than
do
tier 1.
half damage.
No, covering fire does
Oh
do
yeah,
half
it does
damage.
half damage. Yeah.
Just because of
Not
how
worth it.
our fights are going, I don't think any of the other tiers of covering gun after 1 is good, but that's just because it's immune to statuses. Not statuses,
Yeah.
but it's immune to 3 of them and then clears on the start of its turn, which it gets 3 of.
Mhm.
Let me
Yeah.
look at it real quick.
Yeah, he has superior frame and everything, which is the ultra gains immunity to slowed, shredded, and immobilized.
Oh. Yeah, all
Yeah,
of
I
my
was looking so many
extra.
mechs. Like, this mech could be cool. Oh, it needs to slow things. Oh, then that can't
Yeah.
work. Or it needs to do
Yeah.
this things that can't work.
Oh, the talents are like to do.
This one needs to grapple, but you can't grapple these things. They're giant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like my systems from my licenses, like they're
Mhm.
about kind of like teleportation, basically. So I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna let me do that. So I
He's
have him
already
equipped,
ruled on.
but yeah.
He's already said that you just basically, because that doesn't exist, you're just going so quick. It's like it.
Well,
I
this
think you
is
already said
like
that in the past session.
yeah, because one of them is once per round I can, if I take damage or my mech takes damage, I can immediately teleport to a free space within 1d6. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess. And then the
So
other one,
he's already ruled on that.
it's
'Cause
the
I could do the
other
same
one
thing.
though that's worse than that. What does it do? Because basically you can go into kind of a intangible mode.
Mhm.
I couldn't affect anything either though while I'm in that state, but like I don't know that there's gonna be a way for him to rule on that allows that.
It'll just be explained as going so fast that you can't do anything. You can't react quick enough to do anything, and it can't hit you quick enough or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Flash style, Speed Force.
All right, sure.
I think that's how he was going to describe teleportations. It worked there as well. You just
Okay.
all over the place.
Okay, I finished my recap. We're good.
Woohoo!
Nice. Hear it.
Yay.
No.
Is it journal
Wait.
style?
No, it's just a recap. I mean, I
Okay.
just typed
That's-
what happened.
All right.
Otherwise,
doing that, by the
it
way.
would be like very limited. Yeah, no, it's fine.
I do appreciate it.
At some point in this session, I was like too engrossed to actually remember to to write it out. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, damn it, must have forgotten something important. Just like last time, I didn't even say anything about King.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely unexpected situation today.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna leave because I got probably.
You're gonna
something to do right now.
disintegrate,
I
yeah.
gotta check.
Cool.
Oh yeah, true.
Yep.
And it's time.
And it's time. Bye. All right.
Right.
Now that he's disintegrated, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's fun.
If you're playing games later, let me know because I'll probably be up a bit longer.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure
I
I
gotta
probably
go to
will.
the store first, and then I'm gonna probably
Oh.
I might zombie or not zombie, but vampire after that too. But
Vampires.
yeah, I'm down.
All right.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for both of you.
All right.
Gaming
Sounds good.
first.
All
All right.
right.
All right,
All right, see ya.
later.
All right. That was definitely not expected. It was fun though. Also, thank you for the follow. I sort of missed it. I apologize for that. Joy Mary 68. Maybe? I don't know. I appreciate it though. And end of today's session. Super curious to see what comes ahead. It feels like there's an inside person. Like, that seems like the only explanation. So, we'll find out. I'm gonna say it's Jones. He's just too random. He doesn't fit in with the rest of what's happening. Maybe he does. I don't know. I'm gonna peg him as the #1 suspect, though, for the inside job. Anyway, I'm just babbling. You think maybe? Maybe. I mean, it could be anybody, though, so it's hard to say. I'm never fully sure of anything. We'll see. But I appreciate y'all stopping in, and hopefully you enjoyed some banter gameplay and Doug's protesting. And enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, enjoy your time in general. Oh. Ashley, though, just said it's hard. Probably the most unsuspected person. So not Jones, because he's seen... It's either Jones or Max, right? Or is it Doug? Maybe he's working with Nitro and it's Doug the whole time. Anyway. Too much to speculate on. We'll find out eventually. Alright. Thanks again. Appreciate y'all. Have a good day. Bye.